Oh my god.
You must have gone backwards.
That's unbelievable. Oh, we got this. Oh my god.
Alright, you go around the net. I'll be here to wait for the
I fucked up the pass. That's unbelievable. Oh yeah, this is even better. Oh, we got this. Nope. Oh my god. Change up. I fucked up the pass. That's unbelievable.
I know you like to shoot on the left side, so I wasn't sure how to go about that.
It's alright, I'll usually just try to get open. You can drop it back and I'll move it around. Boom. Oh man, he got away from me. Wow. It's alright, I'll usually just try to get open. You can drop it back and wow. I did all that work and the D guy and the goalie couldn't figure it out. Wow. It's alright, I'll usually just try to get open. You can drop it back and wow. I did all that work and the D guy and the goalie couldn't figure it out. Wow. Fuck. Wow. I did all that work. Wow, look out, computer. Tried some kind of horse shit. Fuck, what is that? Oh, no way I missed you with that. Tried some kind of horse shit. Hello. Oh, no. Fuck, what is that? Oh, no way I missed you with that. Hello. They're both back here, it's all you. Computer, you dipshit. No way I missed you. Hello. They're both back here.
Man, you bum!
Fucking computer's been a shithead this whole game. Dipshit. Oh, nice deke around.
Man, you bum!
Fucking computer's been a shithead this whole game.
You grab it.
Oh, nice deke around. Wrong hand, yeah. Oh.
Here you go, here. Damn it.
Oh! Oh, dude, I fucked up a little bit and then got back enough to stick it in that cunt hole. Wrong hand,
Yeah, right in the short side. Here you go, here.
What's up, guys? Just waiting for Bailey and Ken to get here in a few minutes, and we'll get going. Assuming Ken gets here, but Bailey should be here a little bit late. Stick it in that cunt hole.
You're so fucking tough. Yeah, right in the short side. I don't know.
What's up, guys? Just waiting for Bailey and Ken to get here in a few minutes, and we'll get going. Assuming Ken gets here, but Bailey should be here a little bit late. Oh!
Like I said.
Take the lead.
I don't know.
Just waiting for Bailey and Ken to get here in a few minutes, and we'll get going. Assuming Ken gets here. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing, man? Getting ready for Corrupted. You're getting ready for Corrupted.
Like I said.
Take the lead.
2 goals, 2 minutes. I don't know.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing, man? Getting ready for Corrupted. You're getting ready for Corrupted. Take the lead.
It's a big bang noise.
I will, and I can't get up in a second. What's up,
I
everybody?
hate
How you
that
guys
guy.
doing, man? Getting ready for Corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stupid guy. Smart guy, stupid guy.
I will, and I can't get up in a second.
I hate that guy. Very smart, but no street smart. That guy. Yeah. That stupid guy. Smart guy, stupid guy.
I smelt her, and then I dealt her.
You making fun of my fucking, my clan name?
No. What's your clan name?
Shelter King.
I smelt her. I dealt her. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
You making Shelter fucking, my clan name?
No. What's your
It
clan
was
name?
originally Shelter King.
I smelt her. I dealt her. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
You making Shelter fucking, my clan name?
No. What's your
It was originally Shelter King.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Wow, I can't believe we didn't get go deep. Gonna get smashed. Oh! Oh! Wow, I can't believe we didn't get go deep. Oh, I was gonna light him up. Oh! That was a bad call. Oh! I fucking whoa! Oh, I was gonna light him up. Oh! Yep, that was a bad call. Computer.
Hey, I suck.
Oh, I was gonna light him up.
What's up, everybody? We'll be starting in a few. Oh, that guy's wide open.
Computer.
Hey, I suck.
Oh, he got a score. Oh my God, he missed.
Oh, come on! I dropped about two.
What's up, everybody? We'll be starting in a few.
I thought it was the
Oh, that guy's wide open. Oh, fix the echo, guys. Sorry about that.
I don't have it. We got one.
Oh man. Here you go, computer.
Get ready, Dan. I wanted to call you Dave, but I
Boom.
know your name. That's why I went with instead of Dan to Dave. I mean Dave to Dan.
Bob, we're on our way to 4, man.
You the man. Where you going, Daddy boy? Let's go.
We're on our way to 4.
I don't fucking like to lose to you.
What's up, Awandi? We're just waiting for Bailey and Ken to get here, and we'll be starting soon, man.
But he's- I like
Wow.
Troy a lot. I just don't do well with him in video games.
Yeah.
We don't mesh well in video games. We both consider ourselves as alphas, and it doesn't work.
Is there an echo, guys? I can turn. I can take his. Oh, I hear what you're hearing now. I get it. Nice block.
You. Fuck.
Oh.
I was ready.
Wow, what a pass. Dangerous, but.
You
it worked.
coming? You coming?
Yep, I'm coming. Oh, no way. Oh my God, dude. Don't keep it yet.
Go left, go left. I'll be ready. Fine, yep. Go around the net, and go to you. That's one of these games plays. Face try, Dan.
Yeah, I get rid of the echo there. That's it, man. Gotcha, bitch. Oh. Oh. Go deep still. That works. I tried to hit that guy. Oh, computer, what the fuck? Computer should have waffled, like, just fucking thrown it out the side, and he threw it right up the middle. He has been bad for us tonight. Except for the goal. Yeah. Oh man, they left me open over here. Oh my god. That goalie was on that. I mean, you had a really, that was crazy good, and he fucking saved that. What the fuck shot was that, computer? What a setup, and he just does that with it. I dipped it. Oh, fucking didn't keep it though. Who's got the big one in the chat tonight? Bobby's cock. Oh yeah. Oh, penalty shot. Oh. Yeah, bam! There's the 4. Yeah, and you punched the goalie, it looked like. That's crazy. I'm at like 30, 20. Wow. Ooh, he should have scored there. Boom. Oh no, dude. Fucking 5-1. Two and 0. We've scored 11 goals in 2 games. Oh yeah, you're right. That's fucking nuts. I can't even imagine that, dude. That is so insane. Like, that's fucking crazy. Minnesota will probably take call. I don't think we're going to take calls right now, but on the pre-show, once Bailey gets here, we'll probably take a couple. Yeah, 3s. We can play another one, yeah, because my guys aren't here yet, so.
Can I take a 3-minute break, take a piss, and supper?
Yeah, you probably could. I might have to go at some point, but right now, yeah, you got. I can't say really if they show up.
3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, might as well just do it.
I won't be able to hear you though unless you change it to the telephone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hear me.
That's fine. I'll go pee too. I'll go pee myself and fix my show up.
I just gotta piss my goddamn brains out. I think while I'm pissing, I'm gonna have a little puffer while I'm doing it.
Oh, okay, yep, that works. Yeah, my buddy's getting his computer going, so probably got one more game left.
But I'm not like you. When I say the time frame, I'm pretty quick about it.
Well, I'll be here.
Because I don't have 5 kids.
Yeah, I'll be sitting here, man. I'll be here. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yeah, my buddy's getting his computer going, so I could probably got one more game in me. All right, I'll be right back. Yeah, no, I'm here. I'll be here because yeah, my buddy's gonna be here in about 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna start after our game. So probably got one more game.
And what are you guys doing?
We're just we're just recording our podcast live, and then I'll be back on in a little while, maybe. But if I'll send you a message if you're up, but if not, you know, whatever. But I'll be back. I'll see you. Just say hi when you're back, and I'll hear you.
What's your podcast for? What do you do with that?
It's one that's on my Patreon. So it's like people pay a monthly thing, and they get to hear different stuff that's not on YouTube. So it's our podcast that's not on YouTube, but we put it on iTunes too. There's some episodes on iTunes. There's like 30 episodes on iTunes that are free. first 30. So it's called Corrupted Podcast. If you look up Corrupted Podcast on any of the apps for podcasts, it should pop up. All right, I'll be back. Just cock. What's up, everybody? Derek, yeah, we didn't even start the podcast yet, so it's all good, man. You're good. What's up, Jess?
Hey, man. I'm just leaving a fucking music festival. Fuck it.
All right, that sounds good.
Fuck yeah.
Grab a beer.
Fucking met every goddamn musician in town. It's fucking killer.
Really?
Yeah, I must have met like 150 fucking people. Jesus.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's fucking great though, man. It was like a jam for 3 fucking hours. Like a couple different people would get up. People would just randomly get up, but some of the same people would stay up the whole time. It was like a complete jam for 3 hours.
It's game time.
It was fucking insane. Like 300 people showed up. It was fucking sick.
That's pretty badass.
It was really cool, man. It was fucking sick. So, how you guys doing?
Good. I'm just waiting for yeah. Good. I'm
We're
just
not
waiting
live?
for Bailey to
Or
get
what?
here. I'm just playing some hockey until Bailey gets here. I heard Ken
we
was
off air or
passed
what?
out somewhere, so I don't know. I'm not sure if Ken's gonna be here, but
So we're off air right now?
we're live on Patreon right now in the pre-show.
Oh, okay, cool. Just so I know what's going on.
And I'm playing
Right
hockey
on.
with my buddy right now, so like I got the headset on, so if I don't sound all there, it's because of that.
That's cool.
But I'm gonna.
So you said Bailey's showing up, but Ken, you're not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ken's wife told me he was passed out.
That's okay. I sort of only planned on like you, me, Bailey, and somebody. I didn't really plan on much. Just us 3 mainly, so I'm cool with that. I'm excited that Bailey's coming, man. I haven't fucking worked with you guys in a long time together.
Yeah, I can't wait to blow his ass.
Hey, fuck it. I might have to pass.
They pussed out, man. They looked us up, Bob.
I was doing some Bailey on the goddamn show before the show starts. I might have to pass. I wonder what he sounds like when he's like in the fucking most extreme of orgasms.
Oh boy, oh, he sounds like Bill Clinton.
He'd be like, ah. No, I don't know. You know, he's fucking got that high pitch going.
Oh my god.
You know, fucking.
I'm coming.
I just love that when I was
Talking about my
to
buddy
him
having
tonight,
an orgasm.
we were talking about ducks, and I'm like, you ever try and drown one of them fuckers? And that caught his attention.
Oh my god.
Like, that's funny. You know, he tried to drown something when he was young. He'll have to answer that later.
Joe, make Jesse the co-host. He is. It's gonna be Jesse, me, and me and Bailey. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That's what I pretty much planned on. Fuck it.
That's why
I should-
I didn't tell Jesse not to call in tonight because I knew somebody wasn't gonna make it.
What the fuck? So you saying if somebody made it, I wouldn't have been on?
I don't know.
Fuck you. I planned to be here the whole time. Oh, man. I love you guys.
Hey, I'm gonna mute myself, Jesse, and go finish this game, and then I'll be.
Sounds good, man. I'll be
back.
here.
Just hang on though. I might add Bailey, so you can talk to Bailey.
Cool. Motherfucker wasn't gonna have me on. I'll kill him. No. I'm just saying shit because I'm muted probably though. Or he's muting himself, so I'm probably on. Fuck him. No, I if I'm the only one on, then fuck it. Or unless maybe he's on. I don't know. Who cares? So we could take him Fred and then okay.
What's happening?
This was cool though. I like it here.
I can go a park and then go.
Well, her nightmare last night was understandable. Yeah, I can hear you, Bob. Oh no, they can't really. They could earlier, but I moved it because it was an echo. They can hear you a little bit. They can, yeah, a little bit, but when you get your headset fixed, they'll be able to hear you again. Dude, what the fuck is this? Dude, this fucking mega huge mosquito thing just fucking landed on me and I had to kill it. Oh, no way. This huge fucking flying mosquito, Leah, I'm telling you, just fucking landed on me. What the fuck is that? Dude, you should have seen the size of this thing. It was like a fucking Daddy Longlegs' ball sack. Yeah, that's like the guy one, right? The male. Fuck. This guy's got a gray beard, this fuck. See ya. He's on me. Oh my god. I still almost got it. Wow. Boom. Nice. That time I shot. Yeah, I should have held it and get... I should have held it for you to pass to you because we didn't have it. We had a lane over there. I gave up the lane then. Oh, fuck it, it went in. Yeah, I guess it was right. Penalty shot. Go ahead, computer. Don't be retarded. Oh, computer! He's 2 for 2 tonight. What a deke. That was crazy. I'm not gonna make it over there in time. Computer, you faked me. Oh! Oh, I should have. Oh, I took you out. I think it was me that took you out. I slid across, missed him. And then fucking slide tackled you. Yeah, I nailed you. We got him. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Go deep. Go deep, baby. Oh, yeah, got it. Got the bounce. Down low. Oh my god. Oh, computer almost kept it in. Ah, fuck. There you go. Oh, there's just so much shit going on. I knew I would get one of those days, though. I was hoping to get the next day. I wanted to throw Gavin in the pool, too. I was like, I need to get him in the pool. It was a nice day.
Hey! Can you hear me?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. You guys can talk, and I'm muting myself while I finish this game.
Who's
What's
here?
up, Bailey?
Hey, I can hear the audio now. I can hear everything
Bailey,
now.
how the fuck are you, dude?
What's going on, Double J?
Love you, man. I'm glad you're back. This is great.
This should be very fun.
Fuck yeah, I think so
Dude,
too.
What the fuck are you playing, Cronin?
We're beating the. I'm playing with my buddy
himself?
Bobby, and we're beating the
Well,
shit out of
I know
people.
he's playing NHL, but like, is he
No,
doing
I
like
said
a
with I said with
scrimmage?
himself.
Oh, well, that yeah. Dude, I've got like this log of shit that I
I think
know
he's playing hockey. Yeah.
it just needs to
You're
come out of my
whooping
ass,
ass.
and I just can't get it out right now.
I've been saying that since last night that like it's wait what? wait, so are you gonna send that to everybody because it's such a masterpiece?
Well,
Wolf
I don't know,
nectar.
dude. It's like I'm thinking I need to just go get rid of this here in a second because
Dude, that
it's
thing
going to be an
says
issue
0
throughout the
seconds on the
show.
clock. Do you see
That
that?
should be on the show.
I haven't shit
Don't
on
let
the
us
show
score
in a
4
long
goals.
time.
I didn't know you've
Don't
done
let
it.
us do it.
You know, I've shit on the show.
Oh, I know
before.
you've done it, but not like I was picturing like full on video.
Oh no,
See, I'm going full on.
I
Joe's in the
did
back
video
like, yes.
myself blue.
Wait, what?
I did video
Oh
myself
my
with
god,
the
I was
blue.
gone if you got that up.
Oh,
Yeah, that was not cool,
that would be cool. I wouldn't like that.
dude.
At
I
Cool.
made chili, ate chili, and got the flu like 6 hours
Oh,
later.
he got me at the
all.
end,
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it was
All
bad.
on video, huh?
the middle.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. What was that?
Hey,
What
how
the
does
fuck was
my
that on?
audio sound? Does my microphone
good.
sound good?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay, good.
I'll be better later. I'll be on the mic and video and shit. Right now, I'm calling in from a festival on the way home.
Oh no way!
It was a goddamn festival because it was a jam.
Got it!
You know what?
It was like
I
Just
can't
can't
believe
wait.
I
I'll be
got
right
that,
fuck
dude.
off. 3-hour local festival.
Oh
What?
my god, that thing! Ah, it went all, that thing went flying down the ice.
Oh shit, Bailey, what'd you say?
I got it just
Oh,
enough
the
of it to deflect it.
Skype sucks balls.
You got it.
It really
a
does.
decoy.
Like I feel there's nobody here now.
Boom!
It's not worth it, Fred. You don't want it.
Arrrr.
Not very well. What is wrong with this shit?
We're whooping some motherfucking ass.
Dude, I couldn't fucking hear anybody for like a minute. What's wrong with Skype?
You should be able to hear each other, right? You guys can hear each other?
I can hear Bailey, but then like it went silent for like a minute. Did Bailey split? Now I feel like it's fucking me. Yeah, but I see fucking Cronin playing goddamn games. I think he's muting me, fucking with me. He's like, yeah, it's the pre-show because he's playing a goddamn game. Because that's what he does what he loves. People watch him doing it. And they jerk off and shit. It's weird. I guarantee at least one person in the audience does that. I'm not. If you watch the show, she doesn't watch the show. Probably not, so nobody cares. But people do that. He's a local treasure of the country.
Oh.
Well, he kind of is. In the psychopath community.
Oh, baby.
If I'm not muted, dude, this was gold shit for nothing.
I don't know where you... That was crazy. I don't know, Bailey. I don't know, Jesse, where Bailey went. I think it was Bailey's
Was I on
problem.
fucking audio the whole time?
I think Bailey was having a problem.
Oh, what about me? Have I been on mute the whole
I've heard you the
fucking
whole time, but I didn't
good.
hear Bailey for a while.
Good, because I was trying to spit out a little bit of weird gold for the people. With my mom at my side, so you're over in the chat, by the way. Somebody said you for president. They want her on. She wants on the board, Cronin. On the board. What do you want your name to be? Yourself? Oh shit. She wants on the board, Cronin.
Oh no.
I wish I could see the fucking chat if there is one. They're funny.
You got it.
So Bailey's having issues? Okay.
I guess so, yeah. I haven't seen his text yet. In a minute my game will be over, I'll be able to look. Fuck.
Well, Skype sucks, I'm telling you, Fred. They don't suck balls well enough to enjoy it.
Oh yeah, this is the second period, yeah. Oh my
like
god, railroaded.
It's like a first timer or something. Or somebody that, you know...
Oh, I hit him in the face.
Doing it for the money. It's bullshit.
Did I touch your
Let me...
No.
Oh, let's see if Bailey texted me.
Alright. I'll make sure he puts you on the board, at least by next week's Monetize This. You could be the champ, you know. You won't get a belt because it's lost in customs or something. But... you could be on the board. No, you could still be the champ.
It says JB's in here. Is he not in here?
You could be the fucking... No, I can't see that because I'm on the phone, but you could be the fucking champ. You'll never get a belt, but that's okay. She wants a belt, Cronin.
Who wants the belt?
My mom wants to be on the board, and she wants to win the belt.
Oh, it's all right. Somebody's got to vote Jesse's mom.
Somebody's got to vote Jesse's mom. It'll happen. You're over in the chat.
Probably will now.
No, I'm pretty sure. I know you've been mentioned 2 weeks in a row in the chat. You're
Bailey
over.
says he's here. He's just taking a dump, but I didn't see his thing.
Oh, okay. He did say he had to go take care of some business. He's probably recording it.
All right, I'll be right back, Jesse.
All right, I'll be here, bro.
Here we go, Wolf. Bobby, we got 4 goals. What does that mean?
I have no idea if I'm on air or not, so I'll just fucking... See, that's the fucked up part. You don't tell me if I'm the one that they're listening to, or if they're listening to his ass play hockey. So I'm just here fucking... possibly talking to no one. What the fuck is that? Is that a trailer?
school bus?
There's a school bus in the middle of the street. I hope I'm on air.
They had all
What
that
the
shit
fuck?
back.
What the fuck is the Baptist church? Why do they have to be yellow
Yeah,
school
that works.
bus?
It's for students.
A bunch of old people. Fucking old people.
Is this your house?
Yeah.
I remember one of
What
our
the
last games
fuck?
we scored 10
Wait,
goals,
no,
dude. It was
what?
fucked up
No, the other one.
for the other team.
Holy shit. There's a lot of people there, Fred. Who's getting fucked?
Oh, probably Fred.
It's the next door chick, isn't it?
Wow.
It's all right.
That
What's her
puck
name?
bounced to that guy.
Okay. Somebody's getting fucked and there's cars leaving. I really hope this is on there. Yes! Whatever. I do my best for the people. That is Rain's fucking car, isn't it? She's jerking him off because he's bi. I've been thinking that for 3 weeks.
Oh.
I'm not making that up.
Oh my god.
I've been thinking that for a while. What?
Whoa.
Wait, what?
No.
I seriously been thinking that myself, Brett. I think there's some shenanigans going on. I think they're fucking having a good old time. That van has a lot of room. You too. There's fuckery going on in that van.
What in the fuck am I listening to?
There is an older
Dump it,
person
dump it.
and an older person having fuckery in a van. In a handicapped van, gentlemen and ladies. She's too tired to go anywhere, but
Bounce that
that's
guy
okay.
again
There's no endorphins going anywhere, but when you are having sex, there is plenty of endorphins, ladies and gentlemen. Even when it's with yourself. Now,
Nope.
what are you listening to, Bailey?
What am I listening to?
Yes, you were saying something.
I hit the button. There you go.
No.
Oh. Anyway, even if it's with yourself, you can make that shit an event. It doesn't have to be just a... Let him what? He could have taken the car. He could have taken her.
You're gone. You're gone. It's all you.
What? Anyway, how you doing, JB?
I'm doing good. I'm on beer 4.
I had 3... How many... Did that whole fucking beer spill that last... I think I spilled my last...
We got to get that 5th
3.5.
goal here.
And plus, when I
Corrupted
was getting that
Podcast
chick,
is
the
about to start
fiddler
in a
player's
few minutes,
cigarettes,
guys.
I dumped half a beer. So, probably 2, not 3, 4, 3.5.
What were you doing? Were you at a concert or something?
Hell yeah, dude. There must have been, I don't know, 200 people showed up. It was like... There's a bunch of local people. I must have met
200 people.
Yeah, you know, they must have met like a good 150 new musicians in the last 3-4 days. And so, like, thanks to you, yes. And anyway, I met a shit ton of them here. They were all, it was like a 3-hour jam, you know, like a few people would interchange during it. Like the bassist would throw the bass to the guitarist would change over. They'd fucking just, it was different vibes the whole way through, but it was a lot of the same people playing. It was so cool, you know. I was over there, they kind of had me in like, they kept looking at me because I was clapping with them, and they're like, everyone kept looking at me like, keep doing that. And I was like, okay, I'll be the clap section. So it was good, man. Fucking, I don't know. I fucking miss you, man. How you doing?
I mean, right now, today was a wild day, man. It was like humid as
Wildly
shit.
day.
Yeah, it was a wild day.
Right on. What happened?
Dude, humidity in the Midwest, I swear to God, is just like the worst fucking I don't want, Texas people bitch about the heat, but I want to see what they think about the humidity in the Midwest.
Come to Boston.
It's been weird here too, man. We're in the high desert, and it's not humid here. Pretty much ever. Maybe a few weeks out of a month in the summer. Not even. Oh, okay. This year's weird. It's really hot. Growth of like vegetation ain't doing well. Fucking, it's just, you can tell like it's the hottest year it's been and the most humid it's ever been on record or something. You can tell.
It's the hottest July.
The hottest July ever. Yeah. Is it like that over there?
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
hottest ever?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so things are heating up. Okay.
We had what the fuck? We had a week straight. There it is. We had a week straight where it was 100 degrees or plus.
Okay. Yeah, we've been, no matter what it is, it feels about 15 degrees hotter because we're not used to humidity. So it's like, we don't have air conditioning here. We have swamp coolers. They're only in the high desert because you don't have humidity. They're very low electricity and they keep everything cool. They don't work in the humidity. They haven't been working for shit.
In the past 3 weeks,
weird.
I've lost 14 and a half pounds.
Because of like fucking sweating and shit?
Well, no, not just that. I mean, I'm also on like a diet and shit. But
okay.
Sweating like I have been is really definitely been helping. I can mow the yard and lose like 3 fucking pounds.
But that's good though. You've been fucking dieting and fucking focusing on it. That's good, man.
Yeah.
I lost 10, 15 pounds because I wanted to die.
Well, heroin will do that.
No, just focus on dying. You won't eat or drink for a week at a time, and you'll start to disintegrate. But I'm back now.
What are you doing? Are you fasting?
No, you know what it was my quality of life has gone down since I had my hip surgery in July of last year. Like my hip got better, but everything else really got worse because I have a real complicated issue. And
did you have a full-blown hip replacement?
Yes, it was actually more like a revision, like as if I was an old person who got one 20 years ago. It's that it's not like it's just a normal put it in, take it out, put it in.
Yeah.
This was a little more complicated. This next one will be even more complicated. But my point is, quality of life went so fucking bad, dude, that I mean, I was telling everything in my entire being to die, and it was following orders. I was not
shit.
Give me to the end of the year, I would have been on hospice because I would have went down to 100 pounds. 90.
Good Lord.
I haven't been 115 pounds since I was 12 years old. So, and even then I might have weighed more. So my point being is I haven't been this low in weight in so long. I've lost all my muscle. I've lost now I'm getting it back. I'm getting my will to live. I still got a lot of work to do.
Come spend a week in the Midwest. We'll fatten you right up.
I bet you would, man. You guys eat good over there, man. I remember when I was on your Facebook. But then you see you grow and like go harvest and all that shit, all your stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, like that'd be good eating there because it's
we get a cow. We get a cow slaughtered every year, and we grow most of our vegetables. We don't grow potatoes, but we got to go get potatoes. But peppers, tomatoes. Mostly, like most greens, we get all that out of our garden.
We got peppers and tomatoes and
man, it got me kind of stirred up.
Tomatoes.
I'm glad I didn't do one because it probably would have died this year. But
we got peppers and tomatoes and we're kind of dirty here.
He said tomatoes.
Tomaco.
I'm gonna to murder you.
You say tomato, right? I say retarded.
Dude, he eats better than both of us like combined. You know what I mean?
Him?
Crazy. Yeah.
Maybe right.
I made
cleaner,
soon,
fresher, and everything. Like
I may die pretty soon though. Because I spent a whole week eating fish, and I'm ready to fucking eat some beef.
Yeah, but it's all even the beef is like completely fresh and shit, right?
Yeah, I want to eat some fucking fish. I love fish, man.
Yeah, I mean all the beef is like that fucking grass-fed, non-GMO shit.
Yeah, you're good to go, man. Like that, even if you're eating red, as long as it's.
It's still getting in there.
It boils down to not just the GMO shit, but how the energy is. There's places that are the animals aren't in fear when they die. If the animals are in fear when they die, whether you believe in the spiritual shit or not, there's hunters that'll tell you the meat don't taste right if they're in fear. You want to kill them before they know they've been killed, and that way the energy is.
Kill Bambi.
Well, I don't know. I've heard that about hunters, but I know energy wise, if they're in fear, you're eating in fear. It's tainted kind of meat in a way. you want them. You want it to be as clean, you know. So you
if
make
you
sure
harvest your own meat, it's gonna taste better because it's not pumped full
I
of
look at
fucking
it. I look at it
steroids.
that way, regardless. Like regardless of the energy, I look at it like you just said. If you
I'm gonna harvest
it
your
yourself,
mother's
you're good.
pussy.
As long as she gets on the board, I think she'll be all right with that.
All right. Well, hey,
I won't tell you what the conditions are
I'm
until
gonna-
after you've won.
I'm gonna gear up the podcast to start recording.
Okay.
Joe.
I don't want to win then.
You don't want to win anymore?
No.
Joe's weird. He will fucking make you eat the belt or some weird shit with a
Joe,
body
what
part.
were you playing right there? Like, what were you doing? Like
Could you hear
an
that?
online?
I don't play games.
No.
Oh, the game? No, I was playing NHL. I was beating the shit out of people. My buddy who finally started playing with
Well, yeah,
hockey
I know
with me
you were
again.
playing NHL, but like, who were you playing with? Was that like an online battle?
Yeah, that was me and my buddies. I'm playing with my buddy in club, and we're just fucking people up.
You say we're going live, Joe?
Yeah, man, you got to get back to club. We're live. Well, we've been live, but I'm gonna hit the record
No,
button.
but I mean like live.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the record button in a minute to actually start the podcast. Yeah,
Okay.
I think Ken
None
might.
of this was recorded. You fuck.
What?
None of this was recorded.
Oh well, I mean, it was all on a YouTube private video. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that works. Fuck it.
So yeah, it's not like gone or anything.
Whatever. I'm on 24/7, dude. So I'm trying to make sure the shit's gold.
Man, this is a weird
Well, I mean,
reunion.
Earlier, dude, I didn't know if the audience was listening to me or listening to you play hockey. So I'm like, well, I'll just spit for some good shit and hope that they're listening.
No, they all heard that. They heard you, and
Oh, good.
They
'Cause
might
it's
have heard.
kinda like
They might have heard me talking over it too, but
that's fucking whatever. As
this
long as
is
they know I was fucking working for them.
guys.
good.
This is the old crew, man. The last time,
It really is.
look at this.
I have no idea what we're looking at.
Billy, can you see this?
Oh yeah, I do. I do now. What the fuck? You got this fucking stoner looking pic of me? Is that what's going on?
Where's Bailey?
You didn't put up my sexy black and white that I've recently put up?
No, this is just. I'm just showing you monetize this 59.
Oh, okay. That
This
works.
is the night I got loaded.
Anybody that hasn't listened to old fucking monetize this, check it out, man. It's good. Good
I'm
shit.
unzipping my pants.
Just
right
any of JCS like older stuff. If you know, like if you're like running out of content and you get bored, go check out all his old stuff. It's good. It's really good.
there. No, see now I can see JB. Why he like disappears? It's weird.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me, Bailey?
Yeah, that was weird. I was hearing you talk about NHL, and then it just like the whole connection cut out.
Oh, that is weird.
But you could
Yeah.
still hear it, or no?
No, Joe was. It was like, and then it just
Okay.
dropped like instantly.
Because you know what I've been having lately, where like Skype will shut down, but I'll still be in the fucking call. So what I do is I go open Skype back up, and it just takes me back to the call. But it's like everything just shuts off all of a sudden. It's weird.
I just
the
hope
fucking-
it's not because of Skype, because when I logged into Skype, it said that like the version I'm using is gonna like die soon.
Yeah, we haven't.
Oh yeah.
The new
I haven't
version.
heard that yet.
The new version won't let you add people anymore again, so we're fucked. They're getting rid of all the old versions, but the new version doesn't let you add callers.
I think I must have gotten it already because I haven't
So
gotten.
how are
any
you gonna take live
notifications.
calls?
We won't be able to once they implement the new thing. It's not. There's no way around it. It doesn't make any sense. They're dumb.
There's
you gonna
nothing
do?
you
Are
can
you gonna
pay
use,
to
like,
get on a.
Discord or something?
We're just gonna have to go to Discord or somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, or pay for a
Sweet.
phone line. Well, this is episode 60 of Corrupted, and that was episode 59 of Monetize This. Kind of funny. Let's see here.
You heard anything from Ken? Is he out tonight?
I think he's dead.
That's what you call synchronicity.
His.
What? Who's dead?
I think Ken's out. Yeah, I haven't heard from
Oh,
Ken
yeah.
at all. I have no idea what Ken is.
Is he still at the beach? Did he do a show tonight or anything? Or
No, I don't. I have no idea. He said he was gonna monetize this, but he was gonna be on Corrupted. So I think he's going forward is just gonna be on Corrupted. So
You know what's funny is like ever since you mentioned JB last night, all I saw in my head and felt was like it'll be me, you, and JB. So it makes sense to me because I've been like on fucking fire lately.
well, that's
with
what
intuition.
I was gonna say. That's what exactly true. Like if it was me and Bailey and Ken, I don't know if I would have had anybody else on because I wanted to have the three of us back again. And
That's what I was hoping for that.
but I
so
had
I'm
a
glad it
feeling-
happened, one way or the other.
I had a feeling something was gonna go wrong for somebody. So I was like, yeah, Jesse, call up. Like you'll be good.
Dude, you should have me on even if there's 3 already. I'll fucking stay mute.
Yeah.
But then once
you've
in a
been
while
good.
I'll
oh
say something funny.
man,
What happened?
Shit.
oh fucking hell yeah! Just came on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that
Just
make you wanna
sad,
come?
man.
Oh.
why? Is somebody dead?
Well, Vinnie Paul died.
Well, yeah.
Oh. That's right. I fucking keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
I did a
like,
fucking video on it and I can't remember it happened.
do you guys know the song Hush from Hell Yeah? It's so fucking good.
That's
man.
weird then, yeah.
It's like the last album they released, which is sad as fuck, man.
I don't know if you know this, but this guy that used to call the show all the time. What the fuck is that noise? Who's outside?
I think Jesse's on his cell phone
Okay.
eating potato chips.
I'm about
or
to
something.
switch it up. I'm just bringing shit in. I'm about to switch it up. I'm gonna come on the air on the
I'm gonna stab you.
the more professional fucking way.
There's something weird going on in the music world right now, by the way,
Yeah?
What's that?
where, like, the lead singer of, fuck, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, of the Cranberries, they're not releasing her fucking cause of death.
Dude, that's
and now
weird.
they're not releasing Vinnie Paul's cause of death.
What are they all taking Molly? That
Oh,
is
that's
weird.
weird, huh?
Well, because I'm telling you guys, I'm betting my life that they were both suicides.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dolores' death was, it's apparently ruled a suicide, but when the autopsy report was supposed to make its public, whatever, I don't even know what you say. I don't even know what's it called when they make the public announcement of like what the cause of death was.
Whatever. What the fuck did it say?
Well, when that date came up in April, like the family or somebody pushed it back. Like they don't want to announce it.
Oh yeah.
It's like they don't want people to know that she killed herself. And then Vinnie Paul's like, they're just like, they keep putting it off. It's like they don't want to admit that these guys are killing themselves.
Wow.
Well, I could understand that to a degree. Like, they don't
you think
want
it has-
their good.
we should talk
What's
about. Oh man, we should have talked about this on the show, but real.
Yeah, we can if you
But-
want.
but
I mean,
real-
I was just, that's a
We
good
are on the
topic.
show, ain't we?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't start the recording yet, so it's not the podcast.
What the
yet.
fuck? You said you were starting at 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, no,
10
we had to.
minutes ago.
Bailey got dropped, and we had to figure everything out. It doesn't start till I introduce everybody.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
well, whatever.
that was the pre-show what he
You
was doing
dick.
earlier.
But
Okay,
no,
so what do you want on the show, Joe?
no, what I want to,
were you
but
saying?
I'm gonna say it now because fuck it. But
Yeah.
you know, you had Chester Bennington die too. I wonder, do you think like some of these guys might be killing themselves because like there's no more money in the music industry and people are like running dry and it's not, you know, because even when Vinnie Paul tours, I mean, there's really no, you know, you're not making a lot of money. You know, what I mean,
Well, dude, even nowadays, Joe, like think about like there's not even the drive to even go to live shows anymore.
yeah, I mean, people come, but it's like probably a small crowd.
I can legitimately remember like the local Ticketmaster vendor here before we could just print that shit online. I can legitimately remember when Family Values Tour 2006 dropped. I went there at 7 o'clock in the morning to try and get first dibs on seats or whatever to get pavilion. And the line was all the way around the fucking strip mall.
Yeah, that was probably right around the end of it. Like, I want to say, like, by 2010 is when, like, I mean, music was really bad. The guy from Smile Empty Soul, I mean, it's a mess. These guys had a hit on the radio. You know, they had some pretty good CDs after that. Still doing
They
stuff.
had a couple of decent hits on the radio when I was in school.
But there's no chance now. You have to go viral on the internet. You have to build an internet.
Well, Joe, you know what it really is. You have to be a fucking pop singer.
Yeah, and then you have to say that, like, I hate white people or something.
You got to be an SJW. You got to be into pop. You know, you got to suck the long dick of feminism in Hollywood. You have to do all these things. But in rock and roll, it's always been about, no, fuck that. Like, we're here to play music. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. So people just get the fuck out.
You need to peddle at least 3 kids, like sex traffic 3 kids, and then you get in Hollywood. Like, they're like, yeah, if you can move these 3 kids from Honduras into my basement, you know, you can we'll give you a career.
Did you read that conspiracy, though, about Chester and Chris Cornell where, like, they apparently, like, the suicides were staged because they were about to reveal, like, a gigantic sex traffic ring within, like, the music industry?
Oh, my God. And then they were in it?
I mean, I don't believe it, of course, but, you know, it's just... It's crazy. And then, of course, that brought up the subject of Vinny and Dolores.
Phew, that'd be so creepy, dude. I can't even believe... That's crazy.
Especially for people like us who, like... hold music so like close. Like if I didn't, even to this day, I think it's a generation thing. Like music is like my thing. Like I listen to more podcasts now, I think, at work than I do music, but still it's like I need music. Most people nowadays don't need music.
Yeah, you know what's weird is well, let's talk about this on the show. Let me start the show up because it's pretty good.
Yeah, go for it.
Leah.
I've got a couple of topics, by the way. I don't know if you want me to just bring them up on the fly or whatever, but
I don't know.
I definitely want to talk about the Terminator reboot for sure.
Oh my Christ! I'll be right there. Yeah, we can talk about that. Hold on, give me 1 second. Grab my drink and then we'll start the show.
All right.
What?
There we go.
Come on, yeah.
All right. There we go. I think I hear you. Say something, Bailey. Yeah. Oh, shit. Fuck. Hang on. Now, 1 sec. How the fuck do I fix this goddamn thing? I hate this every time I jump on here. Speakers. Oh, I got it. Disconnect. There we go. Now I hear everything. Fuck everything. Ooh, Zeppelin.
Ah!
Down and up again.
This is how I get jazzed for a show.
What?
This is how I get jacked up for a show. Just
Oh,
start
okay.
cranking tunes.
I just come 3 times. I'm good to go.
This is the best part of the song right here. Listen. Everybody!
Dude, I was talking about Sting earlier on my stream. I don't know if you saw that, Bailey, but the fuck?
What's up?
No, I was talking about Sting earlier. On
Me and
my...
Bailey were still doing it. We're like, fuck you.
I had no idea what was going on. No, I was talking about Sting earlier. How funny weird he is because he's like fucking. He would just do this Jamaican accent. I feel like he'd be like, Roxanne, you don't got to put on a red. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, fuck. For some reason, because you do wrestling, I'm thinking Sting.
oh,
And I'm like,
yeah.
what?
Well,
I'm like, for
it's just-
half a second, I'm picturing him
It's fucking
doing
weird.
that shit.
Can you
And
guys-
I'm like,
Can you guys hear sounds? Hold on a second. Let me hear this.
no, no.
No? Fuck, I was hoping you could.
It might come through. You know, lately it's been like the 20-minute mark. That shit changes. I don't know why.
All right, well, I'll start the show, and hopefully it'll trigger. Let me call the show, too. That will help out.
That'll probably help. Yeah.
We about to start, finally.
I'll get moved.
Everybody waiting patiently, man.
Fuck yeah. But they've been entertained. Fuck them.
Oh, yeah, we have lots of shit going on.
Are you not entertained?
I guarantee it, dude. Because if they're not, I'm leaving.
Frog off.
I just heard sound, by the way.
Frog off.
Hey,
There we go.
there we go.
There we go. Very good.
Let me just mute myself.
They were half-ass working. They weren't working very good.
All right, now we can grab the corrupted intro.
What happened to the feed last night, Joe?
I was not happy last night.
What happened?
Well,
You want to talk about it on the show, or
people didn't show up last night. The Streamlabs wasn't working, and then I had to start the show just because people were waiting. And it's Leah.
It was all right though, man. We got it done.
Yeah, I just wasn't in a good mood because
That's what we could do.
because of like many different things, and then Streamlabs not working really fucked it up, and the belt's missing, and Leah didn't want to come on the show, and nobody was here.
I never worked with
When I wasn't talking,
Was it Mars? Mars was pretty. Have you?
Mars
I
is
liked
cool,
him,
but
man. He was cool. I liked him.
Mars is cool, but he doesn't talk a lot, so it's like sometimes he
When
waits.
he does, he has a lot of knowledge to break out, though. I think
Yeah.
he just needs to let out a little more. He
No,
was
he
good.
does. I'm just missing somebody who's funny right now. I'm missing somebody who laughs, somebody who's funny.
What about Mello?
You'll
You
say
don't like-
something. I don't know. People are mad at Mello. Like I just can't do anything right. I can't. Like I just
How
want.
can you be mad at Mello?
I just want to. I don't know, man. I want to kill myself.
His fucking name's
Dude,
Mello.
I wanted to jump. I was like last night. I was like, man, I could just jump off my roof right now. Like I was so mad at that show last night. I just took it down.
Damn.
Yeah, it was not. I don't know, man. That was fucking horrible. I needed to kill it, and that show was.
Well, like I remember, like I went outside at like 3, and I usually go outside and just kind of pop a show on, you know. And I was like, I couldn't even find the feed at one point. I was like, what the fuck? Where is the feed?
I think we went off the air at 3:40 or 3:30 or something. It was close.
Oh God!
All right, ready? Here we go. Let's start. We're gonna start for real. Here we go.
This is Corrupted. The Corrupted Podcast.
Boom. Welcome to the Corrupted Podcast, episode number 60. This is going to be a weird one because tonight, Filthy is off.
Why is it weird?
Well,
Why isn't it better?
Well, it might be better, but it might be weird if you have been watching every week because Filthy's off. Ken is passed out in his sleep, I think, and Bailey returns, and Jesse returns, and so it's going to be a different one, but it's going to be a good one. I know it.
It's going to be like an old school one, you know?
It's like 2015 all over again.
Well, yeah, it's going to be like an old school monetize this kind of.
It's really bizarre, because we thought
I like it, man.
The weird thing is we thought we'd get the reunion of me, you, and Ken, and instead that didn't even happen because he passed out, and so now we've got a weird, even weirder reunion that we didn't expect to happen. So that's.
I was hoping for
I'll
this.
take it.
I'll take it. Great.
Well, I'll take your wife. I mean, no, but
said, fuck him.
Is that what Jesse just said? Fuck him.
Marvin says,
Fuck him.
He is a left wing Dave Rose. What? No, the Dave Rose comment from last night was funny because I understood it. It was kind of like, yeah, I get that, but he was cool. I kind of like that guy.
Dave Rose, man. I wonder what he's doing.
What was that guy's name? Dr. What?
What?
He's probably talking about Dr. Earl or whatever.
Yeah. He was alright. He was funny. Fucking
Earl's always funny, man. I could do it. He's weird.
I like Earl.
But
yeah, he's cool. I hadn't seen him before. He's cool.
But so, Bailey, what's going on, man? The fuck's been up?
I was telling Jesse on the pre-show that I know it gets hot in like Texas and Florida and shit like that, but I would put that up to the challenge to the fucking humidity in the Midwest. Like the past 3 weeks have been just like, I swear to God, I've stepped outside before and just seen like just buildings melting. It's so fucking hot right now in the Midwest.
I don't think you can beat the humidity of like of Boston or Northeast. Like it's fucked up here. Like it's all shit. I mean, it might be bad out there, but I don't know.
I mean, we had a stretch. It was like 100+ degrees for like a week and 2 days straight, and it was just like there was no air. It was just fucking still outside. It was dry. I mean, it's just so horrible. Like I haven't even grilled because it's just who the fuck wants to stand in front of a grill when it's 110 degrees out?
I will say we haven't had that this year. It is weird what's going on because we have not had that just fucking kill me. Like, I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 days where it was fucking hot as shit, but we haven't had any, it hasn't been that mugginess of a past. It's almost like it moved to you or something. I don't know.
Well, dude, I got to tell you, this right here is like the exact reason why, like my entire life, the best part of the year is always fall. I think fall is just the greatest time ever.
Yeah.
Because in the fall, like there's like 3 things that reminds me of fall reminds me of 3 things. For one, it's postseason baseball, and it's also the start of like football. You know what I mean? Like it's big for sports, and then plus hockey. It's like, and of course hockey starts up and
basketball.
Yeah, basketball. Like all of the sports start kicking into gear, and then of course like the holidays. Like when fall hits, like here comes Halloween, here comes Thanksgiving,
and it gets fucking cold, and your bones lock up. And your joints and shit. It's fucked up.
Yeah, man.
I haven't gotten to that stage yet. What?
You will.
You will. Yeah. I mean, I feel
it's
that.
already hitting like 80 fucking year old cunt. What?
What the fuck?
Dude, speaking of like feeling older than you are, I took my my insurance. I took the health assessment or whatever, and so I'm 29, and the health assessment claimed that I have like. I don't know how they worded it, but it was like they said that my body. No, they're saying my body's reacting as if I'm 38.
What
I'm
the fuck?
What? I was like, I thought I was relatively healthy. I play sports almost every day. Like, what the fuck is your problem, you stupid bitch? Take my blood. I'm perfect.
What did they give you like to back that up?
It's a
Shut
bunch
the
of fucking
fuck up.
tests.
He's fucking loud, and it's a show. Shut up.
Go drown that fucker.
I love him to death, but he tried to die this summer. I fucking saved his life.
Like, seriously, how can people have you fill out like a questionnaire and then tell you, oh yeah, your body's like you're 38? Like, who the fuck? What?
I understand that because the way I look at it is all of us are probably our bodies are probably reacting older than they are because of what we're just for any reason. Say you're eating healthy and everything, what we're breathing.
Yeah,
I guess, but it still doesn't make sense to me because, like you said, I feel like we eat pretty decent. Like everyone, we don't go by the Midwestern standards. We don't cover everything in flour and butter and fry everything, but I feel like I eat pretty decent and I'm pretty active health-wise. And then they're telling me that I have plus 10 years in my body. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what you should have said is, well, you know something? You look very young for your age and everything, but your pussy's 87.
Yeah.
It's hanging out your shorts there. You can see.
It must
I should have been like, look, I'm telling you, your body, this bitch had fucking sausage fingers too. And I'm like, you know what? You're going to tell me I'm acting like I'm 38? Look at your fucking palm,
Oh my
dude.
God.
I want to just tell her, send a text. Go ahead, try.
Bitch, you got a hockey puck in the back of your fucking palm of your hand. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to tell me I'm unhealthy? Go eat a fucking head of romaine.
Dude.
I'm surprised, I'm blown away they didn't tell you a reason why. Cholesterol or this or that.
I should have pulled my dick out and asked him if that tasted
that's
healthy.
how can they?
Is that 40 years old? Taste it.
I wouldn't believe shit they said to you unless they whipped out some fucking facts. Here's your liver.
Saying. Give me some blood work, motherfucker. What the fuck's going on?
Do you know what it is, though? I'm telling you, I know what it is. It's an insurance scam because depending on your point system and all your stuff you answer, it's like an echelon of insurance.
Yeah,
you know what they want to give
right.
me? They want to give me $300,000.
What?
Because my fucking health is good, and besides my wanting to die, and being in physical pain 24/7, to that of a stage 4 cancer patient. Other than that, they want to give me $300,000 because I'm 29 years old.
Oh, that's
funny.
pretty goddamn good.
That means that shows you how disconnected they are with my situation.
What do you mean? They want to give you $300,000?
Meaning I'm approved for it if I want to pay $100 a month. I'm
for
approved
insurance?
for $300,000. If I died tomorrow, somebody'd get $300,000. That's because they don't understand my situation and realize, and they don't.
All right,
realize,
fix your will and have your mother kill you live here on the air. I'll
No,
take
you
that.
know what? All right, Jesse, here's what you do. Here, no, shut up. Kill your mother and put me on that list.
She's not. She can't get that much. She can get 10. I can get 300.
Oh, but
If you die, you get $300,000. What fucking sense does that make?
I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah, but doesn't it go to? Isn't the point of it to give it to other people? It's not supposed to be that you
Who
get
gets
it.
the money?
Everybody. I'll write a will that just says Joe family and Cronin family.
BAILEY.
See, I have one too, and if I die, they get $800,000. If I die,
That's pretty good.
So Leah
That's
should
better
just
than
kill
mine.
me.
If I die at my job,
Yeah, but then
I'm pretty sure my wife clears $1 million, and I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, I really do.
So tomorrow,
what the fuck are you paying for that a month? Holy shit!
I think if I just jumped in a hydraulic brake press, I might be able to just make my family a millionaire.
You got to make it look really good. And you know what? It's
You do.
because how great is that? You're like, you know what? A lot of people kill themselves and leave their families by themselves, but I'm going to do it and make them rich. This is heroic. And you just fall right into the meat grinder.
Yeah, Leah's going to be like, yeah, he died, but we live in the Hamptons. It's great.
She'll be like whatever.
They put a big picture of me up in the family room. Say hi to Dad, there, everybody.
That's him in that fucking frying pan over there.
Yeah, there's his ashes, and I keep his cock ashes in my bedroom as some kind of tribute.
I sprinkle them on my pussy.
Can you imagine keeping cock ashes in a separate tray to masturbate with?
Yeah, that's just hard.
Dude,
Mixes it with her lubricant, just like.
Oh my! Can you imagine if she's like, "Can you cremate him?" But
Joe, I like this talk. What's going on here?
we can
I want you to
separately
separate the
cremate.
cock.
Yes, separate his cock and cremate that. I'm gonna put it in my dildo. So
Do
then,
you believe the fucking balls are like hard-boiled eggs or something? You can take out sections.
yeah, I'm sure they can. What? What are you talking about?
I just had to fuck you guys up.
Did he
I'm
just
sorry.
say your balls are like hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah, you can cut them like slices.
Is it
Oh my
healthy if you
God.
eat the whites?
The yolks don't turn gray on those.
Well, the yolk is different when it comes from the balls.
Yeah.
It's not an unborn chicken. It's a fucking unborn child.
Well, or several.
Dude, so you were at the beginning of this, we were talking about music or whatever. I think you're right, because I used to listen to, like, when I delivered auto parts and when I worked at my jobs that I always worked at, I would always listen to music. And even though obviously I got laid off over a year ago now, even when I was doing this show, when I was working my 40-hour job, I would always be listening to podcasts. I would even listen to these podcasts on our own to review like what I thought of everything. And then, but yeah, so like that's the new music. It really took over. Like it just became old with like, oh, you know, I love music, I love it, but you know, I'm way more interested in like what's the new podcast or what's this, or like I'll listen to like the H3H3 or the Joe Rogan one, or like there's a couple other guys and there's a bunch of other people. Like there's just so many.
The podcasts are better than the music is, right? I mean,
yeah, and I think that's
better selection. Better quality.
Yeah, the catalog is huge. That's programming as far as podcast goes.
It used to be your local radio or like the national guys that everybody knows, and that's about it. And then from YouTube, it's turned into just endless shit. Podcasting has become like the music industry. You know what I mean? Because now it's like there's there's bands everywhere. Bands are all over the place. Well, now there's podcasts.
Do you think everybody's catching up to that now? Like, I mean, the main public?
Yeah, I mean,
not just people that are into it. You know what I mean?
The thing is, we've been doing it a long time. Like this, like, you know, when people say like, oh, you know, these other people did
5-6 years, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been doing it longer than that. It's just nobody was listening.
But I mean, just professionally, I mean, like, just killing it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, really on the show 5 years, but it's just like, but I've been trying to do it for so long. Like, it's all those years of just doing a show and 8 people heard it, or you're on your own website and maybe somebody heard it.
You were doing it in like 2008, 2009. Who the fuck was even doing them then? Besides like Joe Rogan or
yeah, but even Rogan, when he was doing it, it was like a fucking Google Hangout and shit. And
yeah, that's what I mean. Like nobody else was really doing it, so you were even like amongst the first few to really play with it, right?
I mean,
at that time,
the only other really people, the only other people doing it at the time was, you know, like guys at home, like older guys, like the older radio type guys who had like they made a website. People that made websites to do online radio. People, that was pretty much the only people doing it. What I felt I did that was a little different, although there were other people doing this too, and I did see it, was I wanted to take the radio show to the streaming video website somehow. And I realized like on Stickam and stuff like that, other websites like VidDrop and like all these different websites back in 2003 and 4, that, you know, if you go in and you start a live broadcast, I would do a radio show on a cam site. So because if you make your own website and call it radiosomething.com, nobody ever finds it. Nobody ever knows who you are. That's why Alex Jones is so fucked. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows where you are, how to find you. So I was like, well, so I would just make shows for fun, just like I used to make tapes for fun for myself. And then I said, you know, I'm going to go into cam sites and I'm going to start doing a radio show on a cam site. So I'd put like an image of a girl almost naked or something, and then I'd call it like talking to a porn star or something. And the people would come in thinking there was a naked girl, and then I'd be doing a show, and like 8 people would leave, but like a couple people would stay, and I would start acquiring a few listeners. And I couldn't believe, you know, that I had like 8 listeners. You know what I mean? Like got 8 guys every week that would show up again. And a few of those people ended up finding my YouTube channel, my old one, and eventually I lost them along the way. I don't know where they went, but that's how hard and weird this shit was. And around that time, I think Joe Rogan did start his podcast, although I didn't even know about it. I never knew he did one until, you know, maybe back in 2013 or 12 is when I first heard about his. So, you know.
Well, you know, even if like the show is like mediocre, like you said, you have like a picture of like a half-naked woman up on there. Even if like the show you're listening to is like mediocre, the people still are staring at like a half-naked chick. It's like, all right, I'll keep looking at this and listening. You know,
it was.
You know
like,
what's funny is, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Even to push the music further, though, as far as you said, like, because we were talking on the pre-show, like the way we listen to music now is probably the way we listen to podcasts. But like, I remember in 05, as 04, I started delivering pizzas. So like, I was constantly on the road. And for my birthday one year, I got an XM satellite hookup or whatever.
Yeah.
And once I got that, dude, it got so bad to where like, even if like I was done on my job, I would literally just like, I want to go listen to music. I just go drive around and listen to XM.
You know what? When I was in when I got my first car in 2003, was it 2003? Yeah. I would skip school and I would drive up to the Walmart. I don't know why, the local Walmart, and I would park in the Walmart parking lot, and I would lay down because I'd be tired because I stayed up too late, and I would lay down and I'd listen to the local radio, and I would just listen to I wouldn't want to go to work. I wouldn't want to leave the radio. I'd want to keep listening. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, but that was back in then, you know.
And then some crackhead came out of Walmart and fucking blew you.
And I remember well, that was when you know what I would do with that is I would save the cum and throw it at people in the parking lot. And then I would take pictures of that and jerk off.
It was a drive-by coming.
You know, I always thought about a drive-by coming. You know, I always thought about, you know, it'd be funny if you did that, if you drove by and your buddy ejaculated on someone, and they didn't.
No, that'd be bullshit. What are you talking about?
But then you swing back around again because maybe they don't know what happened. They're like, "What the hell just hit me? I don't know what that was." And then you'd be like, "I came on you," and then you drive away.
Could you imagine, like, if like some shit gets slung on your face? You're like, "What the fuck, dude?" You're like, "Somebody just loogied on me." Then they pull back around. They're like, "It's jizz."
And then when they start looking at it, they realize it is jizz.
Well, I don't know if they'd be that calm about. Oh, it is jizz. I'd be like, "It's fucking
frog off." Frog off.
So wait a minute. Honestly, how would you know? Would you taste it?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Ew, what the fuck?
Frog
He said,
off.
why did he just
Wait,
get
wait. So what you just said wasn't weird?
What, me?
Yeah.
What did I say that's weird?
The whole fucking bit.
Yeah, well, it was weird.
It's weird that if you get jizz slung on you, yes, but to be like, oh, let me taste this, make sure it's salty. Yeah, it's jizz.
How the hell did you know it was the difference between that and could have been clean person's fucking snot?
Well, that's what I did say. Somebody just loogied on me.
True, but then you deciphered it was the other. How did you do that?
Oh, I mean, because they kind of was like, hey, it's jizz. Who am I to fucking dispute the crazy person?
Could have been a big sneeze. Did you taste it?
Yeah, but think about, like, how the fuck you time that out? Like, oh, bro, I gotta sneeze. Hang on.
I'm seeing you could screw up the timing on the other thing too.
Yeah, jizzing might be hard too, especially with all those fat, ugly people at Walmart. You know, you're like
out the window with the wind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, you better hope you had one of those good days, and maybe you even eat some lead. Eat some lead.
Hey, speaking of drive-by jizzing, I got to tell you guys this story. Joe, I may have told this on the air before, but this is just funny. There was so one morning I used to take this guy home from work. He's not here anymore.
He's dead?
He's not dead. No. I knew that was going to come. But no, he wasn't. Oh. He wasn't dead. He just I used to drive him home from work, and we were driving through like downtown. And our other buddies that were driving home from work, they were driving right beside us. And I was like, "Oh my God." It's like, "Joey, I'm going to roll the window down. Just moon him," right? He goes one step further, and so he pulls his pants down and fucking just goats him. Like, he sticks his balls in between his ass cheeks.
Oh my God.
And just fucking, yeah, he just like stationaries his balls on my windowsill. And I didn't know it at the time, so I'm honking the horn, and the guys next to us, they look over, and right there, just balls or whatever, you know. But I look over at that very second, I realize his fucking cock and balls are just sitting on the truck seal of my window. I'm like, "Dude, pull your fucking pants up, you faggot. What are you doing?" And he's like, "What, dude? I'm just trying to be funny."
Dude, just his
How
testicle.
long did he stay that way? That's commitment.
Good solid 20.
You should have fucked him.
Whoa, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, and it was downtown, like commuter traffic too, and then it was...
He's fucking committed.
Yeah,
probably
just...
in a facility by now. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Could you
really, though,
imagine
20
driving
minutes?
next to a truck and you look over, you just see a fucking a dick and balls and a pair of ass cheeks?
What does the trucker do? You know, you're used to the arm thing, but what do you do when a
It
balls
would
are
take a
just
while.
staring at you?
At first, I'd think I was looking at. I'd be like, "That's an ugly guy." What the? Oh.
That's an ugly guy with a nose and two very odd-looking eyeballs. Oh my god.
You want to get banned like Alex Jones, Bailey?
Hey, speaking of Alex Jones, because I haven't been following this much, what is he doing? Like, how's he going to get his content out now?
His
Website?
website is all. So here's so you know, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, everybody had a meeting and all in one night banned him in that night, all of them.
Can I ask you a God's honest question? I don't want people to say, "Oh, here comes his right-wing bullshit." Let me ask you a God's honest question. What is the difference between Alex Jones and the Young Turks?
Well, the Young Turks.
I don't know them.
The Young Turks
That's
didn't. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter. That's the thing. It really doesn't matter. Is the thing. They both spew their own narrative, and the thing that's fucked up. The thing about the Young Turks is they didn't say that people's kids aren't really dead or whatever the hell. And even though Alex didn't
but Joe,
really
that was
say
like
that.
5 years ago, though.
No, I know, but that's the thing. Everyone goes to that. But why didn't they ban him 5 years ago? But so that's not the reason why he's banned. He could have not.
Alex Jones's ratings are kicking the shit out of everybody on YouTube. Everybody.
Alex could have not said anything about Sandy Hook, and this still would be happening. I guarantee it.
Exactly my point. So it's like this. He went from like, if I'm not mistaken, he went from like 1 million subs over the past like 6 months. He's boosted up to like, well, he was at like 2.7 million subs on YouTube. Now he gets shut down.
Right. It's
because
weird.
his ratings are just kicking the shit out of any outlet on there, especially the Young Turks.
They shut H3H3's show down yesterday for talking about him.
Well, dude, they just banned Gavin McInnes off of fucking Twitter. Did you see that?
Gavin McInnes got banned off Twitter?
Oh, yeah, he got banned off of Twitter. So did his group, the Proud Boys or whatever, you know, that's like they're not apologizing for being men. It's a type of, I mean, it's a kind of a chauvinist group or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's like
they do push the limit. They are. I mean, it's a fucking. Is it a work with them? I can't even tell.
I think it is, but I mean, it's just. I think it's like a shticky way to combat feminism. But they were reportedly They were both banned from Twitter because apparently they were, according to Twitter, that they were spewing I'm trying to think of the way to word
Hate
this.
speech?
I'm an
Everybody
idiot.
says hate speech every time.
Well, I think they said, hate speech, but the way they said it, they were condoning or inspiring violence and shit like that.
Really?
They're claiming this, but all the tweets have now been put up on the internet, and they're not saying that.
Yeah, well, I said MTV hates white people, and my Twitter was banned. Remember that? That wasn't Young Republican. Yeah. That wasn't anybody else. That was somebody. MTV hates white people. Not a 12-hour ban. Not a 24-hour ban. Not a week ban. That was a suspension, which means termination, really.
But why isn't the Antifa president or whatever, why isn't his fucking Twitter taken down?
Well, the weird thing, too, is the only place Alex Jones is not banned, I mean, besides his own website, is Twitter, which is surprising. I don't know why.
And did you see now he's been going live through Periscope a lot?
Yeah.
Periscope makes sense, but isn't Twitter part of the same umbrella of Google?
It's a conspiracy. Twitter told all those other groups, let's all ban him and everything. And then Twitter didn't ban him, and then they said you can use Periscope.
It doesn't make sense to me. Periscope kind of makes sense to a degree. But
I think Twitter bought Periscope,
though,
right?
Twitter is Periscope, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they bought it for I don't remember, but it was was a huge chunk.
There's actual white supremacists on the Twitter. That's a good point too. That's the weird thing. It's because they don't care.
But if you look on Facebook, every other video on Facebook is Antifa
do you know
straight
why?
up walking up to people and blindly batoning them in the back of the head.
Maybe Twitter has more freedom of speech left.
Do you know why there's still white supremacists on Twitter? That way they can say, "See, these people are sick.
Oh, that's
white
true.
people are
Right.
sick. See, look at this." I guess. And then
who's agenda? Who's getting fed more? The left or the right side right now? It feels like everybody's
everybody's being manipulated.
Yeah, I think everybody's getting fed pretty equally, but I just for some reason for me it's hard for me to believe that Alex Jones has done worse than the Young Turks.
Well, Nah, I mean, it doesn't. Again, to me, it's not really
the fucking
comparable.
Young Turks for years now have done nothing but say that the Saudis have had no wrongdoing because they're fucking funded by them and all this shit. But the Saudis fucking paid for 9/11.
The point is, like, here's the point. Like, the Turks make, they take less risks but deliver misinformation. Alex Jones delivers misinformation. Okay, the Young Turks get a lot of things right, but they also deliver a lot of misinformation, but they don't take a lot of risks. Alex Jones delivers some misinformation and wrong ideas, but also gets ideas right and breaks crazy stories that you wouldn't believe are true sometimes.
Yeah.
However, he also will say anything and will go anywhere for any conspiracy, so he takes much bigger risks than the Young Turks. But I believe that all of that is irrelevant and nobody should be banned because at this point these are monopolized public forums, even though they're owned by private companies. Is the water company going to tell you that they're not giving you water anymore because you said naughty things? Is your cell phone company going to call you and say, sorry, we're not going to give you service anymore because we saw what you tweeted the other day? So is that the right?
Is the water company not going to give you like fresh water because you have a conservative sign in your yard or a Democratic sign in your yard to vote for this person next year? It's the same fucking thing.
It is the same. I think it's a little different, but I think it is basically the same thing. And somebody made somebody said that the other day a great point. They were like, well, but Joe, you were against Colin Kaepernick. Why did you crap on Colin Kaepernick when he did his thing? And I said, well, we kind of made fun of him a little bit, but I agree with him in his right to do that. But here's the difference. If I wear a T-shirt to work and we have a dress code of button-up shirt and my work tells me, hey, you got to wear that button-up shirt or you're going to get fired. You can't wear a T-shirt here. It's a dress code. That's different because I'm going to work. He was employed by that company. Now, I'm not really employed by YouTube or employed by Twitter or employed by any of these people. I am voicing myself on these public forums owned by private companies that are the biggest forums in the world for speaking to people now. It's not the streets anymore. It's not the newspaper. It's this. And if you're banned from this, we're gonna have to figure out some new rules because this is a censorship. Believe it or not, even though they're private companies. Now, right now, how the laws are, these companies legally can ban anybody they want, and we've never argued about this before. But look at the people that they're banning and that they're coming for. It's very obvious. And if you look at the people that run these companies, you can tell what side they lean towards. So there's a clear agenda. And it's not like I'm trying to attack like anybody because it's only the extreme of the right and the left. Like, you know what I mean? Like most of us,
correct.
Most of you people listening, everybody listening right now, most of the people listening, you might be a left-wing Democrat, you might be a right-wing Republican, you might be an independent. I'm an independent myself. You're probably normal people, but there's some crazy fucking right-wing people and there's some crazy fucking left-wing people, and they're both crazy. Like the sane people of this country, the 70% or 60% of the sane people need to really rise up and start shouting down that bullshit from both sides that are crazy.
Right.
But here's the thing. It's clear that all those companies are run by left-wing people, and all the people that they're mostly shutting down are right-wing people. Same thing's been happening in Hollywood or with people with older tweets being pulled up until recently where the right-wingers started saying, you know what? We're going to pull up the tweets of your shit now. And now they're doing it.
It's biting them in the fucking ass.
Yeah, and now they're like, oh my God, like, let James Gunn still be in the movie. Oh, well, what about all the other people that you guys attacked all these other times? And they're like, oh, this is just a big attack. Yes, that's what happens. But anyway.
Yeah. But you know what? And real quick, just to touch on something too, like, I know most people have kind of painted me as kind of a right-wing type of guy because I've admitted openly on this show that I voted for Donald Trump. But that if people actually followed this show back in 2015, like, will know that I actually voted Bernie Sanders for the primaries. Like, I walk into every election, like Joe says, like, I kind of walk in as an independent, like, I'm going to go with whatever side makes the most sense. And I actually started off on the left, but I ended up voting right because the guy that I voted for didn't make the ballot.
Yeah.
And by the way, real quick, too, on Alex Jones, And I think me and Joe, or I don't know about Jesse, but I think me and Joe kind of agree on the Alex Jones situation. I never tuned into Alex Jones because I was believing any article he was putting up. Alex Jones to me was very like just entertainment
He's just
type
funny.
of shit.
He's fucking out
Yeah,
of his
that's
mind.
kind
I
of
love
why I
it.
listened, because it was funny. But in a sense, don't you think that like Alex Jones was actually good for YouTube for as many subs and as many views and ratings as the guy got?
Yeah, I
Doesn't
mean,
it actually help them?
yeah, it does. I think, but I mean, I think the political agenda of the left is more important to them.
Yeah,
But,
people that don't know what's really what will follow that agenda before they follow any of, like, I think what you said would fit more with, well, like, people like us.
The only guy that I've listened to, the only people I've heard on YouTube that I really listen to that I think aren't leaning left or right, some people that I can listen to, because when other people get into politics, you roll your eyes. You're like, oh, please don't talk politics. No, the good thing about me, I think, is that I'm willing to listen to either side. I don't have one way I want to go with things. I'm telling you all facts right now. Nothing I've said here is not what's actually happening.
You're not leaning any which way.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just telling you the
kind of-
facts. I mean, it just so happens right now, as far as the social stuff, that's what's going on. But Joe Rogan and what the fuck? Joe Rogan and I think Philly D or whatever. Phil DeFranco is like one of the more like down the middle guys. He just kind of delivers the news and says, "Here's what I think." Kind of, what do you think? And he really doesn't. He doesn't pussy out like Boogie does, but he doesn't. But I think
Joe Rogan is brilliantly down the middle too. By the way,
Joe Rogan's
like,
weird though. He like adapts depending on who's on his show. Have you noticed that?
But you know what?
Yes,
That's true.
yes.
But even when he has somebody from and I agree with you, by the way, I'm not disagreeing. If he does have somebody like, who was, oh man, this can piss me off. He had somebody
Ted
on his
fucking
show.
Nugent. No.
He had
yeah.
somebody on his show who was like really left wing,
Yeah.
but he was bringing up about when Ben Shapiro came in,
Yeah.
saying that like Ben made a lot of great points. Because let's be honest, Ben Shapiro is kind of fucking brilliant. He is a very smart dude.
I used to think he was a cocksucker, and I love him now.
He's very smart.
It's weird.
Well,
yeah.
he has his way of, like, getting you in because he makes good points, right?
But the problem with Ben Shapiro is why the left hates him, is because anything that he said, if you go and look it up, there's no way to combat him because he's usually right. You know what I mean?
Parker, Alex Jones didn't have his fan base attack Sandy Hook parents, I don't believe. I believe people acted on their own. And by the way, anybody that contacted those poor fucking parents and were harassing those people, those
deserve death.
They should be fucking in trouble. I mean, like, for some, like, seriously, like some kind of, they should be sued. See, that's
the best Alex Jones thing I ever saw was when he was on Piers Morgan.
Oh, dude, that was so fucking funny. Dude, when he goes, "You wear your Jolly Roger," or whatever the fuck you have, like, holy Christ.
He goes, do you know why we have guns, Piers? How about 1776?
Yeah.
Remember that, Piers? Do you remember 1776? I bet you do.
Parker was talking about climate change. It's like, climate change is happening, but the fucking other thing's propaganda. Like, the whole global warming thing's all propaganda.
Like,
yeah, the climate will always change. The universe, the Earth will always, like, adapt and change to itself. And no matter what we do, it will always be fine. It'll always adapt to it. So it's
now
always going to
scientists
change.
are talking about, now they're bringing up this hothouse effect. Have
Hot
you guys
house.
been hearing about this?
I saw that, dude. I go, oh no, here's the new trigger thing. But they might be.
I was going to say, they just changed the name of the gas house, or whatever the fuck they called it.
Something's going on, bro. Something is up with the planet, though. I mean, whatever.
They're making some shit up. When really
yeah, but now, Jesse, now they're saying that the hothouse effect, whether it's 50 to 100 years from now, they're saying that there's going to be certain parts of the world that will be inhabitable.
Yeah, well, you know what? Al Gore on his fucking 2000 video, went from 2000 when he did the thing about the Earth, the truth, the inconvenient truth. I think they projected we should be underwater by now.
The inconvenient truth.
Here's an inconvenient truth for Al Gore. You made a bunch of money and we're not underwater.
Yeah, he wrote a book about climate change to sell books in California. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe the guy whose fucking wife thought the bad words on CDs were gonna ruin everybody. No, whatever the fuck that stupid Tipper Gore.
The reason there's murder in this country is because of hip hop music and heavy metal music.
I'm convinced that Tipper Gore was a cow in a fucking previous life.
Is that her name, Tipper?
Yeah, Tipper Gore. remember,
No way. No way.
remember D. Snyder shit all over him? And remember he shit on his wife? Dude, the best was D. Snyder was like, if Miss Gore heard rape and bondage in this song, I think that says more about what she thinks about than anything else or whatever. And he says that. He said it to Al Gore. He says that to Al. He's like, well, in this record, you know. Oh, my God, dude. The look on his face when he says that about his wife is fucking hilarious.
She's just mad that Al won't rape her. That's what it really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not doing it, man. My theory was she was going over Nancy Pelosi's house or whatever the fuck, and they were eating each other's pussies.
Joe, could you imagine?
It wasn't Nancy
what it's
Pelosi.
like
It was someone else.
when Sarah Sanders takes her clothes off? I bet she fucking... Oh, I bet she is wild in the sack.
I'm gonna
I
throw
bet
up,
she's
dude.
wild. These conservative women, when they get those clothes off, those long dresses.
She kind of reminds me of that little fat girl who like would boss everyone around if she didn't lay in line. Like, get behind me. I don't know.
She's like that one video of that one big chick that like flips that skinny dude upside down and 69s him, but she's the one lifting him up.
Oh my God, dude, she's the one that beats people off the air, but on the air she's like, hey,
somebody fuck me.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
dude,
on
listen
the
to
air,
this
she's
thing.
Like, I don't want to answer that question. Next question. And then she gets to the next. She's like, all right, which one of you fuckers want to eat my snatch?
I was live, Bailey. I was live earlier. This can't be right, man. This guy's from the UK, and I just don't get it, man. Like, he's like, oh, our last record was really good. We wrote the record, and then we came to the. Like, listen.
What?
What do I sing like that? Record was really good. Let's say sending out an SOS. That's cultural appropriation now. Nowadays, you're in trouble for this. You start
That's
singing.
in the same category as Jimmy Buffett at this point, honestly.
What? Jimmy Buffett doesn't do a fake accent, does he?
Jimmy Buffett stinks, bro.
My mom saw him last night on Thursday, actually.
No,
At Fenway.
Was it at Fenway?
Fenway, yeah.
Dude, do you remember we were talking about that show months ago?
Yeah, you should have came here. We should have gone to it.
Went to Jimmy Buffett. That'd have been great.
And fucked. And gone to the show.
Nibble on sponge cake.
Nibble on sponge cake, but he has a southern sort of like accent.
Watching my daughter bake.
But Sting,
yeah,
but why does Sting sound like fucking? I took my boat out. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you Jamaican?
Well, dude, that's just like what's his name?
Green Day.
The fucking singer. Yeah, from Green Day. What's his name? Billy George or some shit.
I did this on my show earlier when I was live, and people were telling me that he grew up in a sort of Jamaican area of the UK. So, I guess he kind of has an excuse, but the guy from Green Day has no excuse. Yes, he listened to the Sex Pistols when he was little, but he still.
Yeah, but Dave Matthews has an excuse. All right, that's kind of in his blood to have that type of voice.
Yeah. Well, didn't he come?
Like,
didn't he go to South America or something?
Well, isn't like one side of his parents is South African, right?
Yeah.
So he's got kind of that. I don't even know how to explain the
How
voice.
about
Does anybody here even listen to Dave?
Well, I said South America. I meant South Africa too. But you know what? Those South African white guys are getting it now, man. They had all those slaves. They had all that rich control. Now white people are like banned from getting jobs there. It's crazy.
Sting trying to be Bob Marley.
Yeah, Billy Joe Armstrong. That's his name. Yeah.
Billy Joe Armstrong. What did I say? Billy George?
Fucking who gives?
Yeah.
Billy Jungo.
Billy George.
Billy Gibberish Jumbo Buttfuck. Who gives a shit?
Billy Dickhead. Fuck that. I fucking hate Green Day.
You know what sucks?
I crack the fuck out of my. Oh.
Well, I was just gonna say. You know what sucks is like, fucking. So many of my favorite Alex Jones clips are gone from the internet now to laugh at because they're just pulling all kinds of people's fucking shit.
What?
You know, they're just anybody like people that write about
Don't
Alex
want to
Jones.
stab you with the butcher knife.
Yeah, I don't know if that. I mean, luckily I have that, but like most other things.
I love Alex Jones, not because of what he's done, because he is literally a walking, talking cartoon.
Yeah. He should have been in wrestling, man. He would have killed it.
Oh my god. He'd have been the
Could you
best
imagine
manager of all time.
Alex, the like home wrecker Jones? That would be great.
Homewrecker? Like he fucked everybody's wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Do you remember when he was mad at Trump for going after Assad or whatever, and he's like crying, and then he was like, he was crying, man. He was freaking out. It was so fucking funny.
And he was like, I don't want much going on. You couldn't even understand what the fuck he was saying.
Why can't America wake up and beat him? Donald Trump's not perfect, but he doesn't want to hurt you and your family. Hillary and Obama want to make you poor and pathetic. We have all their white papers. They hate you. They hate prosperity. They hate God. They hate children. And goddamn them now. We're going to find the lever to beat these people, and they're going to be beat. Look at her shark face. Have to look at her with that demon face. That's a frickin' demon.
I'm sorry.
Demon.
That right there to me is just sticky entertainment. To me, it
God.
is. I know he's
So
probably
funny.
serious, but deep down inside, he knows what he's doing is for entertainment.
Yeah.
But you know what? If I forget, it might have been
that. Hell yeah, he was.
It might have been on Rogan's podcast earlier, and they were talking about Hillary, and she is a sick fuck. Remember when she, because they were talking about Gaddafi, and I think it was on Rogan's podcast with the new guy that was on. And they were talking about how, you know, she was like, we came, we saw, he died, or whatever the fuck. Remember that? But if you actually watch the video, like they were talking about this on a podcast, and I went and watched the video because of it, and they like stuffed a knife up his ass. They shoved a sword up fucking his ass and like cut him into pieces and shit.
Turned him into a human kebab.
And she's like, we came, we saw, he died, and she like smiles. Dude,
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. I've got friends in the military that wouldn't let me watch certain videos that I had
dude,
to
that is
download.
fucked up. I
because they were not good.
But dude, I can't, like, I would, even if I was the politician, I wouldn't even be able to, I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Even if Gaddafi's a piece of shit and whatever, like, or whatever, you know, obviously.
Oh yeah, you have to be able to shut that part off of you. Yeah.
But to be the politician and say that, like, well, yeah, he died, like, and like knowing he got like fucking tortured or whatever,
knowing that
like,
he
that's
jerked off
weird.
to it earlier.
See,
Yeah, that just tells you how sick that fucking power couple
but
is.
that's what I mean. That tells you how sick she really is. He's not lying. You know, he is being a little over the top, but I mean, he's not lying because she's so fucking weird. Because if I was the politician, you know, we killed the guy. You know, I would probably say, well, you know, we took care of him. He's dead. You know, but to be there, be like,
sound good, yeah.
he's dead. Like it's like we killed him. He died. Like it's a weird reaction. I don't know.
The funniest part about Hillary Clinton is she's going to be forever known as the first running woman who lost to Donald Trump, and also, like, she has like single-handedly like crumbled the Democratic Party down. Single-handedly because of what she did to Bernie Sanders. But Bernie Sanders is an old fucking set of skin on bones because he was just like, oh, she did nothing wrong.
Oh my God, dude. Speaking of, since we're in all this politics stuff right now, look in social stuff. And by the way, you can't escape this shit. That's why we talk about it, because we can't escape this. This is affecting my YouTube channel.
Whatever's in the headlines, that's what we talk about.
Yeah, well, James Gunn, this thing continues because some bizarre photos of James Gunn at a
oh God, no! Don't say it.
at a party surface.
Oh, I thought you meant it.
Wait a minute, who's James Gunn? That sounds familiar.
That's the director from Guardians of the Galaxy who just got fired because
he's not at a daycare.
He's got the pedo tweet. The tweet slayer is like, you know what? Why did the chicken cross the road? And like, to eat out a little boy. Like,
yeah, to fuck a 4-year-old.
Oh my God!
Like he had all these weird.
Horrible.
By the way, I mean, like, I don't have a problem with anybody's jokes, even if they're fucking fucked up like that. My problem is the double standard that if this was somebody else, they'd be fired. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I want everybody fired then. Otherwise, I wish nobody would be fired. Nobody should be in trouble or fired.
Well, why are they? Okay, look, Joe, but look.
But Hollywood is weird, dude. They're fucking kids.
Tweets.
They're fucking kids in Hollywood.
Yeah, but who else is doing these fucking tweets this hard?
Well, it was years ago and it was weird. I don't know, man. It seemed to be his sense of humor was all led back to a boy, like, or a little kid.
Yeah, but look at Batista. Batista's like taking a stand. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to be in the movie unless.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
He's like opting out of his contract if James Gunn's script or whatever isn't.
This guy promised me 6 kids under 12, and you're gonna do this shit to him? Fuck this! I'm out of here.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm gonna Batista bomb like at least 2 of them, and now it's all fucked up. It took me 3 years to order this non-refundable fucking little boy ass, And if this guy loses his job, I don't get any kids. So I'm fucking
That
out.
must be. Whoa.
While we're on the subject of like Hollywood directors, Joe, can I please
So glad you
segue
didn't
to
say
the,
little boy.
can I please segue to the Terminator reboot and talk about why James Cameron's a
wait,
fuck up?
Just wait 1 second
Please.
because I've got the James Gunn photo. I mean, this
You got the tweets?
this is kind of stupid to me. I got the pictures.
Was it
that there's on-
Instagram or Twitter?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's see what they look like.
Okay, I see it on the screen. Yeah.
Is that it? Just that one?
The hell?
Okay,
hell?
so that's like a little.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're supposed to be little
See it.
kids. These are little girls, and that's a doll, and she's got a doll. I
It's
don't
like
know.
she's already been hitting the pipe.
Okay, I guess that's it though. It's just
The one on the left. Well, now I don't know which one. They all been
I
hitting
gotta
that
be
shit.
honest with you. He should have had the tweet taken down because it's like the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen.
It really is. It reminds me of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre Young.
Yeah, it looks like a promo.
I
photo
don't know.
for
Like the
73
children
Massacre.
years. It's weird, dude. That is weird.
I don't know. There's nothing
the fuck?
illegal about it. I mean, I get.
It's not illegal. It looks like just he's right. It's
Oh,
like
he's
a.
a. I think he's a priest. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's a priest, and they're like little kids.
He sucked his dick. I get it.
But then there's a clown choking a girl too. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Wait,
mean,
I missed that. What the fuck?
It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, I get it. He's a weird fucking dude. He has a sick.
Honestly, that has nothing on those tweets. Holy shit.
Yeah, this is
like-
nothing. Like,
Oh yeah, that's all right. Choker.
yeah,
Make
then
her-
put a load right in her mouth. I mean,
Well, yes, right when she goes to gasp for
I
air,
mean-
that is when you do it. It's the timing thing.
yeah.
Yes. That way she
I mean,
chokes to
I
death.
don't know, man. It's
But,
stupid. This is nothing. I don't give a fuck about this. I mean, I don't care.
Me neither.
That's bullshit. He's a
What
fucking
were you gonna
weirdo.
segue to?
So what? I'm a goth. I was a goth at one point too, and I wanted to put a collar around somebody and walk them through the streets. Who gives a shit? Fucking, they were
Were they
old.
eating out of a dog bowl?
Hey, and you know what? I was 15, and she was probably 15 too. So you know, fuck it.
Oh shit! I'm glad
What's
you
with
said
the
that.
giant bunny in the background?
Well, that
Yeah.
dude, have you ever cut a hole in a giant stuffed animal and fucked it? Because it's awesome.
No, Joe, I haven't.
Well, I used to. You know,
There was this big bear we had named Spike.
dude, I swear to
And,
God, I swear to God, do you remember the wrestling buddies? Remember the-
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut a hole in the Ultimate Warrior's crotch and fucked it when I was 10.
No.
Dear Lord.
You were 10. You didn't know about lube. What did you
That's-
use?
Use the grapefruit.
The cotton inside
just-
rubbed me up.
It was fucking raw. I was good to go.
Here,
I like the feel of the cotton.
here's the weirder thing. Here's the weirder thing about it. Like it crusted over into a brown, yellow.
Oh, God.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
God.
That's like an old Band-Aid.
It crusted over into a brown? That's fucking disgusting.
Do you know
dude.
the only reason why I don't feel any sympathy for James Gunn? The reason why, like,
They're
I'm,
gonna say shit.
no, I mean seriously, I mean, no, is because like
Shame.
a month before this, he was people were saying like he was telling people to shut up about complaining about people that get taken off of movies and projects and the internet. And he was like, these people are scumbags and they deserve it or something. So he was like calling out, he was like supporting SJWs and the witch hunt of the left-wing people. And so then James Gunn then gets in trouble and it's like, see? Don't do this. You know, so it's like, you fucking dummy. Now it's happening to you. They'll
Yeah,
come
he fell right into that trap.
yeah, stupid. But anyway,
Fucking idiot.
dumb, dumbhead pee-pee toucher.
Hey, hopefully James Cameron tweets something shitty out and they cancel this fucking reboot.
Oh God, I hope that doesn't happen, and then I hope the fucking whatever the fuck Fantasia 2, whatever the hell he makes, doesn't happen again.
After the show I released Wednesday, people are like telling me, just give it a chance, Justin. You got to give the movie a chance. I don't have to do shit. I don't have to give nothing a fucking chance. Joe, did you read the Hollywood Reporter article I told you to check out?
Yes.
Dude, how the fucking people stare at that and say that that's not a hit piece on men?
Dude, this is the whole thing. I mean, it's unbelievable, dude. Like, there were people that were like, Joe, like, will you shut up about this SJW agenda stuff? It's driving me nuts. I told them, listen, the reason why I'm so crazy about it is because I didn't used to believe it either. Like, a few years ago, I used to roll my eyes at people that would call out this stuff. And it was just starting then. It really wasn't even that big into it yet. And now we're deep into it. And I'm like, that's it, man.
We are down that rabbit hole. The article for the Hollywood Reporter, the headline was, what's in this photo is not what's right, it's what's missing.
What?
That's what it says. It says what is in the photo isn't what they get right. It's what's missing from the photo. And then if you read the article, it says there are no men in this photo. That is literally in the article.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it says that the future is woman, and it always has been. What the fuck are they talking about?
All right, I can agree with that to an extent because of deeper reasons.
But
then they go into this article, and I'm convinced that the people that wrote this article have never seen the Terminator movies because they say that the Terminator movie has always been about women. What the fuck does that even mean?
That I don't fucking know. I think that's bullshit. But the other thing I kind of get behind.
I mean, I will say that I think the idea here is, Sarah Connor.
Hillary's a fucking Terminator.
No, but Sarah Connor.
I know what Joe's about to say. Go ahead. I want to at least hear him say.
All right. So Sarah Connor obviously becomes a very tough woman, and John Connor, and so it shows how women can be tough and be strong, and she has to fight this Terminator. So that really was always there, but it really wasn't like it's there. You see. Here's the thing. Here's why they're stupid. Because when you come out of the movie, you go, what an awesome movie. And you think about, the Terminator was cool. Everything. I care about John Connor's story. Wow, Linda Hamilton was a badass. And
it was equal.
So you don't.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't equal.
But no, and I
felt like it. No, when you come out of the movie, you don't like take sides. You feel like the whole thing was good. That's what Joe's saying.
When you come out of the movie, all those little things implant in your mind, and it starts to warp your mind. So like. In real life, you don't think like, a girl can't whoop ass. You kind of think, you don't think a girl can or can't whoop ass. You just kind of are aware.
Yeah.
So you're aware of it, so it's a positive thing. However, when you go into a movie nowadays and they start saying woman, 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 and they overdo it, well, the message of the movie gets lost. It's not as entertaining.
Yep.
This message they tried to shove down your throat doesn't quite make any sense, and you come out with friction instead of harmony. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Very good point.
Here's my issue with it. And like the two probably most impressionable movies from my childhood, which one of them's way out of left field, but I know Joe will understand. The first one of all time is The Terminator. That movie literally it is the movie I've seen the most in my life. And the other one was not Con Air, but The Rock. Those were the two major movies. But my point about The Terminator is I didn't leave the movie or finish watching the movie thinking, oh wow, Sarah Connor was definitely the powerful one, or I feel equal amongst all of the characters. I walk away from the film every single time that Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator's a badass. That's the only thing people like when you think about the Terminator. Who's the first fucking person that comes to your mind? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
When you're a kid,
it has not always been about a woman.
True. Well, here's the thing. That's the thing.
Was I cutting out right there?
No, I heard you. But
okay.
Here's the thing. That's the thing is everyone's going to perceive the movie differently. That's the thing. That's what's great about it. Like you perceived it as Terminator. I did too because I was a little boy. But there was a part of me when I saw it a little bit later when I was a little bit older that thought damn, Linda Hamilton kicked some ass, but she's believable. That's the thing is you believe she can do this shit because
you didn't have to say oh, she's a woman. Oh, look, she's kicking there. It was just there.
Yeah.
No, the story wasn't force-fed. The story was she was put away in a mental hospital for 10 fucking years.
Right.
And that's why she has she's obviously that second movie she came back, she was built like a fucking brick shithouse.
Yeah, because in the first one she was scared.
Over the top superhero.
In the first one she was a normal person. I'm scared. What the fuck is happening right now? I don't know what's happening.
She was a waitress working in a fucking little cafe, a Waffle House. And then she gets lumped into this crazy universe where a guy has been sent back. Now, granted, the first movie is about a woman. In a sense, it's about a woman. But really, it's about she's going to give birth to the heir of what they're not called the rebellion. I think it's the resistance.
The rebellion.
I think they're called the resistance.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But like to say that the Terminator movies have always been about women is, I'm sorry. I've seen the Terminator movies probably.
It's not about anybody.
Times over.
It's just a good movie with you know what I mean?
With equal character opportunity.
Yeah, it's just
like
a good
Terminator
movie.
2, in Terminator 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger's the Terminator gets his moments. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor gets her moments. Yeah. And even what's the kid's name? Something Ed, right?
Edward Furlong.
That fat fucker doesn't.
Now he's a fat fuck. Yeah, Edward Furlong. Yeah.
But even him in that movie, like, it's about, like, they made a really shitty point in the article saying that Sarah Connor was the emotion of the Terminator movies, but
all
that's
of
not
it
true.
Was. Yeah, it was crazy.
But the real emotion is in the second movie. Why did the Terminator stop killing people? Can anybody answer that?
I don't.
Why didn't he kill? If you remember the scene, that's probably one of the most iconic scenes in Terminator movie history. Is the scene where they're in Skynet and Schwarzenegger's just plowing that whole police force over, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't kill anyone. It says at the end of the battle, 0 casualties. Do you remember why?
I don't remember.
Because young John Connor says you can't just walk around killing people. The kid tells him he's not supposed to kill people. So to say that Sarah Connor's the only person that ever had emotion in those movies, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stupid article. It doesn't make any sense.
I hope the person that wrote that article gets AIDS. I know that's a stretch, but fuck them.
Or ovarian cancer. But no, I like it shouldn't be about anything, and it's just a good movie. Like, but now they're doing
they don't have to. They don't make good movies now. They
just
make
like Ghostbusters. Why did they make Ghostbusters about then? Because all those that was pretty much, was that all about?
Yeah, that movie was really good, wasn't it?
Was that Sigourney Weaver, or the whole thing was about her? Is that what it was? Like, is that what they're gonna say about that movie? I mean,
do they really think like a broken down Linda Hamilton is gonna rescue this movie? I'm sorry, but.
Dude,
I'm not saying she doesn't still have it, but can we just be honest for 5 fucking seconds?
The movie studios attacked the Ghostbusters fans. They failed. The movie studio attacked the Star Wars fans, and still does. They have kind of failed. Star Trek attacked their fans.
Kill Bill, but when that came out, you know how Uma Thurman was kicking ass and everything?
Yeah.
Was that like... They weren't making agendas back then, even.
Yeah, no, absolutely not back then. It was just
she just kicked ass. She just kicked ass. That was like 2004, 2011.
When I went and saw that in the theater, I walked away just saying to myself, Uma Thurman kicked some fucking ass in that.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
this shit really just took a turn for the worse in the last few years, really.
Because they're fucking with people.
Go find articles of finally the female gets the spotlight. You won't find that article on that movie.
Yeah, you don't see finally the female gets the spotlight. You know? Dude, fucking Aliens, like fucking every Tomb Raider when Lara Croft, like you didn't get articles that were saying like finally a female kicks some ass or something. Like none of that. I mean, I don't know, maybe the first one, but like not really. Like we just thought these were good movies and went and saw them.
I remember it just being like this is a really. I don't remember that being a big like the headlining fucking story at all. It's a woman. Oh, it's a woman. I don't remember
the story is good and the lead actress is great and the movie itself works, you don't walk away having to push agenda. It's just a great fucking movie.
You know, if they start pushing an agenda in these movies, it's going to be bad. Like it's going to be bad.
I wrote a review on the new Ocean's 8 movie. I don't know if anybody went and seen that.
What? Now, there's an Ocean's 8?
All right, so just listen for a second. Give me like 2 minutes and I will break this down. I'm also a huge Ocean's movie fan. I love 11, 12, and 13. I love those movies.
Okay, me
too. They released an Ocean's 8 movie and it was an all-female cast. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, Jesus Christ. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give the movie a chance. I gave it a valid effort. I went to the theater and the movie wasn't that bad. But here's the like gleaming pothole in this movie. All of the women, there is actually a scene where Sandra Bullock is trying to find the 8th member, and one of the other people, I think it's Kate Blanchett's like, well, what about him? She's like, nope, no guys. And she's like, well, what do you mean? But he can get the job done. She's like, I don't want a guy in here. They literally have that in the movie.
That's terrible.
And at the end of the movie, listen to this. They do a job that's like worth like $120 million, right? Which is less than they did in the first movie. And it's way less than the third movie. But at the end of this movie, when they unveil like how the heist really went down, guess what? they outbeat all 3 movies combined as to
Right.
how much money they got. So the women robbed more and got more money than all the guys did in all 3 movies combined.
Wow.
Oh, there you go.
And I thought to myself, and I was like, there you go. There was exactly like Joe said, there you go. I get it now what they tried to do with this movie.
Yeah, this
That
is
was like
fucked.
more subliminal than it is now. Now it's like, I don't know. That's like, well, no, that other thing was right in front of you. Like, I don't want guys. I don't want him. Fuck him.
Oh,
But I
man.
understand at the same point, like, if somebody younger goes and sees that movie, most likely they have not watched Ocean's 11 from 17 years ago and understand what they really did with that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just very. Oh, by the way, I don't want. Can I give a spoiler? Like, is anybody really planning to watch that?
Watch what?
Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8.
Yeah, I doubt it. Come on, no. I mean,
All right, well, the
come
movie's
on.
been out for like months and months. So
I said,
here's a
fuck
major
this.
spoiler. Danny Ocean is dead.
Oh my god, they always, dude. I don't know if you noticed this. They always kill the loved one or the man or the previous guy. I'm not joking. That's why Harrison Ford was killed. That's why Luke Skywalker was supposedly killed. They do this in every single one. They kill the person. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger is gonna be gone in this movie. They're gonna kill him. Like if I know he should be dead already, but whatever.
I said he'd show up for 10 minutes, get killed, and it'll just be about the women.
Dude, they killed the Ghostbusters in the Ghostbusters movie. They killed those men. It's a message, dude. It's a message.
But literally in this movie,
It's a
the whole
mess.
thing is like
Seriously.
Danny Ocean is dead, so his sister has to step up and do a better job. And at the very end of the movie, she goes to like his gravesite or whatever,
Yeah.
and she just like pours wine into a glass and just like clinks the grave or whatever. She's like, "You would have been proud." And the movie ends.
Wow.
Like Danny Ocean of Oceans. Danny Ocean is dead. I'm sorry, but Ocean's movies have always and will always be about George Clooney as Danny Ocean. Of course, George Clooney's a fucking retard, and he's like, I think it's the best one yet. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're
I
an
think it's the
idiot.
best one yet. George Clooney, kill yourself. Hey, George Clooney, are you
That
listening?
would be a good movie.
When George Clooney dies, I'm gonna jerk off. How about that? You fucking idiot. Well, you're an idiot. Like, you're a liar. I mean, you're just a liar. Like, that's not true.
I have been following those movies ever since they came out, and I'm telling you right now, nothing beats the first Ocean's 11. Nothing beats that.
I didn't even see them, but I know that I heard they were good, and I know that there's
Like,
no way the first movie's
They
worse.
were good. I don't like. I kind of got lost towards the third one. I'm kind of like. I guess I lost my attention, but they are all good.
But
They are all
12
good.
wasn't as good with Bruce Willis. But 13 when they brought in Al Pacino.
Holy shit! I don't even remember that. Bruce Willis. Was
Because it
God,
felt like
that was-
another Bruce
oh my God,
Willis
that was a
movie.
long
It was
time
like,
ago.
oh.
But
Bruce
Al
Willis movie.
Pacino comes in on the third movie to be like the major casino owner,
Yeah.
and the movie's awesome. So to
Yeah.
say this movie was better, like
I
they
promise
don't even,
you, they're gonna kill like Iron Man when it becomes Iron Woman or whatever in the next one or the one after that. They're going to kill. He's gonna die, right? Like so, Iron Man's gonna die. Yeah, 007 will be killed at the beginning, and then a woman will be the new 007.
it'll be 008.
Be 008.
If they fuck up 007, I mean, we're gonna have to all go just fuck somebody.
It'll be
up.
called 00 Diamond or something. Like I'm telling you.
No.
But dude, I swear to God,
00 Crystal.
they shot the Ghostbuster in the dick for a reason at the end at Ghostbusters. They shot the ghost in the dick.
So you saying a guy would be Moneypenny?
Is
that how we're gonna go with that?
Money Bunny?
He's her, like.
I can't believe you just went there, dude. Jello Biafra
Oh,
be behind him blowing
I just did. They're gonna switch it around, and he comes in and he serves her tea and like licks her feet and shit. It's weird.
him. Man, people are fucking
That
weird.
part's all right, but
Dude, imagine George.
There's just certain aspects to movies you can't fuck with. Like the Terminator has to be like Schwarzenegger. You know what I mean? And like even like.
I don't know. They fucked with that a bit.
Yeah, they did in the third one a little bit, but they brought in a chick Terminator. But who won that fight? Oh, that's right.
Oh, new
Like
007 is Idris Elba. So there you go. They went. Well, they went. It's either get rid of. It's get rid of the white guy somehow. I mean.
So the chick being the new 007, is she just gonna like go and like do missions? Then
No,
fuck guys?
it's gonna be Idris Elba. So it's a black guy instead. They went.
Black guy. Okay, they
That's
went
not
with
bad.
that.
I don't see anything wrong with
That's
that at
okay.
all.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't see anything wrong with
None
that.
of it's really wrong. It's just because
None of
we
it is.
know what
It's-
they're doing. It's right. It's
Yeah,
fucked
like,
up. But
that's-
if they weren't doing an agenda, a
Yeah.
chick 007 would be great. Like you could kick some ass.
Like, it wouldn't. It would. Right. That's the thing. If there was a woman 007, it would be awesome. But the problem is they do it.
Yeah.
The reason why they do it. That's right. And then it's so fucked up, dude. That's the problem.
But Joe, that's not even it though. Like I actually kind of disagree with that to an extent, because when you do that, you're actually kind of ripping the roots up. 007 from the beginning of time, since the very first James Bond movie, has always been about a kind of a chauvinist dude who does missions and he fucks women. Then at the end of the movie, he gets the girl. Like, so are you saying if a girl does it, like she does missions, fuck guys, and then at the end of the movie,
you know what would happen?
A hot guy.
You know what would happen? You know what would happen in the female one? The female 007. How it would start is there'd be a guy in the middle of two girls. And he'd be like, and he would look like James Bond. And then after a few seconds, she goes, "Well, I've got a present or something." And then she would end up shooting them like dead and shooting the guy in the head. And and she outsmarted the guy and then killed him. But she's Bond. Yeah, that's how. Swear to God, that's how it would start.
Some shit like that. He's tried it. Like it would throw you off guard. Like which one's which.
And Beyonce.
I think they should start it off and she just sits on a PP7 and fucks it.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past Hollywood. I'm scared to even say this right now. Beyonce would be the 007. I swear to God.
Well, we all know what happens when she plays a secret agent.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Austin Powers Goldmember, baby.
I forgot. I didn't see that one. That's why.
A lot of people don't like that movie, but I actually think it's pretty fucking funny.
Me too. I thought it was funny too.
Solid gold.
That's the only one I didn't see. I saw the other ones like a million times.
Joe, you gotta watch it.
It's so stupid, but it has these funny parts in it.
Dude, the best part of that movie is Goldmember. It's the funniest fucking character, dude.
No, he's good.
But the hottest Austin Powers girl is Heather Graham from The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah.
God.
Yes. I jerked off to that like 70 times.
A long time ago.
When she comes down that pole in the club or whatever and dances towards Austin Powers, and he does that whole. Remember, he does the part where he like squirts on his glasses and he's like,
he's probably
That's why
wrinkly
we're out
now.
here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural, and this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order, and that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderers, scum. They're on giant death factories, keeping babies alive and selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face
What
these
is this?
stones.
Oh, you haven't seen this?
Literally crawl
No.
out from under
It's
our-
fantastic,
They have
Jesse.
green looking skin and they run around screaming, "We love Satan, we wanna eat babies." I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon it.
Look at that toupee.
Very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, "We love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet."
That is fucking golden, dude.
That is the greatest clip of all time.
That really is fucking hilarious. They should do that to a bunch of his shit. What the
Oh
fuck
my
is
God.
that?
Oh my god.
I feel like I was on an acid trip. Like
that video doesn't have 10 million hits. It's not cool.
It's got
I swear that was like a psychedelic experience. What the fuck?
It's got 4 million. That
Oh,
is
Joe,
we
Joe,
did
when
that.
it zooms into the kid in the background in the lake.
That's weird. Yeah, because he was like, it looked like he was naked. I don't even know what that was.
Then it's like, we're going to stab your wife, your son.
Dude,
God.
we did that on the show. We played that on the show like, I don't know, 20 episodes ago or something. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, that became a reoccurring bit
Yeah.
throughout like 10 weeks.
I've got a sound clip that we played about 100 times from that song, man. Those guys that did that are fucking brilliant, man.
There was no such thing as dead air when that clip was around.
We played that so long ago now. But yeah, I mean, once I heard that Jesse hadn't heard it, I was like, oh no, we're playing this whole thing then.
Dude, that was too good. I'm glad you did. That was fucking.
What's up, Schleppy? Yeah, dude, that was funny shit.
That is a piece of gold.
Did you
right
guys
there.
see that garbage new trailer for the Predator movie?
I saw
No.
the one that came out like weeks ago. Is that what you're
The
talking
one
about?
that's got like hip hop music and shit to
Oh,
it?
dude, they
Okay.
totally like they took the old Predator and made it like fully modernized, but it you know, it at least kind of looks exciting in a way. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like the Predator versus Jason shit anymore, you know?
Here's the problem with the movie that I'm seeing right out of the gate. And I'm going to go see this movie. I don't want people to think that I'm already dissing like that this will be a terrible movie.
But they're pushing the R too.
Trash.
They're pushing how it's an R. They're pushing the Deadpool. Like it's that. You know what I mean? One of the good things. That's the weird thing. Before you, I know you're about to talk, but before, like the bad thing that's going on right now is this weird censorship and socialism, like censorship, progressive-y SJW stuff that's shutting down stuff. But there's this other side of stuff that really is yearning for the '80s right now. And so we're getting that like retro, so I feel like it's gonna be a messy movie. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say like one of the parts
Right.
I think that's like gonna stick out really bad is in the trailer. Like, it's a super predator.
Yeah, like
So
it was
now-
like a monster.
So now there's now there's a literal like monster predator that's amongst all predators is like the
Yeah.
supreme predator. And anytime they do something like that, it doesn't necessarily work.
Yeah.
Because did you guys see Predators that came out like 2010?
No, I was like, nah.
It was actually a very, very good movie because they had different predators, like different breeds of predators.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
it was all even. Like they just like had different features, but there wasn't a super predator.
Yeah.
It was just like different like types of breeds. But
So it
was
didn't make you like think they were better than any other Predator or movie or anything.
Yeah,
like no one predator in that movie was like that's the guy they got to kill. They were just full
got
predator
you.
hunters.
There's going to be
And
a
by the way,
Godzilla in this movie.
If you get a chance, go see it because it's a fantastic Predator movie.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, it is very good. Just like, and Danny Trejo's in it, by the way, so it's instantly a
He's
blockbuster.
good. Yeah, exactly. He's
Wow.
fucking sick
I
of
mean,
it.
I was going to see that too. I remember watching the trailer over and over again for it.
And Joe, by the way, it's got the guy that plays Morpheus from The Matrix.
Yeah.
It's got him
Lawrence
in it.
Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
Very, very good in this movie.
Oh.
So it's got a couple. It's got a couple main guys in it. That's good.
You're the
Yeah,
one,
I mean,
Neo.
But even like the main like protagonist is a guy that I don't even think has been in any movie lately, but I don't understand why because he was fantastic in it. But yeah, it's a really good movie. This movie scared me a little bit just for the mere fact that like I think it's just going to be one of those, and I don't have an issue with popcorn flicks, but I have an issue when you ruin probably my top 5 favorite movie of all time.
I don't like the idea of a Godzilla at the end. It makes no sense for that.
Yeah, it's like what's Ninja Turtles 2? It's like Super Shredder.
Yeah,
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like but at least that like was
Ooze.
like that kind of made sense in a way. Like this could be another fucking.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the turtles kind of made sense a little bit.
But even like the Super Shredder, he was only in the movie for like 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while he did look pretty cool, it just was stupid.
It
because
wasn't
they
about
didn't
him.
Give him a
Yeah.
chance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like the gore and effects in the trailer for Predator looks fantastic, but even that nowadays doesn't save a movie.
You want to hear something interesting about something different randomly that I
Always.
just came up with?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Google, you used to be able to do Google Trends and search what was trending on Google, like on their website. Well, they also had a bar that said trending on YouTube. And when you clicked on it, it wasn't the trending tab from YouTube. It was literally what was really trending based on clicks.
Okay.
And they removed that.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Google Trends, you used to be able to see what was trending on YouTube.
I've never.
Fuck yeah.
How do you go from that to hip hop? Why didn't they just update that to like something really like epic?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a score, you know what I mean? Like call Hans Zimmer up.
Well,
He'll
but-
give you a soundtrack that no matter how bad the movie is, at least the music was
Are
great.
you sure that's just not the trailer music though?
No, that's in the movie. That's when like they're going like into the jungle.
Oh wait, on the 2010 movie?
No, that's from the 87.
No, but
What?
I mean, are you saying there's? How do you know there's hip hop in the new movie?
Yeah.
I don't think you guys have seen the trailer.
I saw the first one that came out where they were like fighting all over the place. They were showing almost the whole goddamn movie in the trailer.
Oh, okay. So what Joe was just playing, you're saying why go from that to hip hop? Yeah. Well,
No, I don't know what he's saying. I'm confused right now. Like, I heard the hip hop.
Where
in the
did you
trailer.
just play that music from?
Actually, if your mom's vagina were a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone.
Isn't posing a threat.
Rally.
Okay, if that's the trailer you saw,
Yeah.
that one looks awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
is that the first trailer from like?
You know what I saw?
4
the one
weeks
I
ago?
seen was on Facebook. It was a Facebook ad,
Okay.
Well, let me.
but
look,
it had like straight up rap music in it.
well, let me look it up. Predator trailer. Let's find it. Okay, so here's the one from a month ago. This is definitely the one I saw. Here or the Predator trailer. Yeah, two. So there's two trailers.
And please I don't want people to think that just because there's a rap song in this trailer, I think the movie's going to be bad. I'm just saying because the movie had such an epic score, I just don't see why you kind of need to.
Yeah, I
fuck
mean,
with
in
that
a
if you're gonna
trailer,
reboot it.
I mean, they use music in trailers all the time that you're not going to hear. They usually, by the way, in America, I don't know if you know this, but in America, they use a lot of modern music for the score. And
I just felt like it was kind of like putting you on that it's going to be a different type of movie than what the Predator movie is about.
Is this it right here?
It's true.
This the one?
What's on the ship?
See, this isn't the trailer I see.
Oh, really?
See, this looks good.
Tell me about the mission. Did you see anything unusual?
It's above our pay grade. Do I get a cookie now?
Look, I get it. Something went down in Mexico. Nobody wants any witnesses.
It's the Mexicans!
We need to know if you and your men pose a threat.
We're Rangers.
Hey, Baxley, if your mom's vagina were a video game, it'd be rated E for everyone.
Isn't posing a threat. Kind of the fucking point.
See, now this looks sick.
This looks badass, dude. See, this is
Yeah,
what
this looks badass.
See, this is what I saw. So, like, when you were saying all that, I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
That's
Then
not
I
gonna be.
totally-
That's like
then
a
I
trailer
totally
you ain't
agree
gonna.
with you, Joe.
You won't see that one on TV. Fuck.
Is
No.
this
The one I
Olivia
seen was on
Munn?
Facebook, it was one of them 20-second runners. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's what those do. They're trying to hype you. You know, in a
Oh,
hype
this
it-
right here, this is hype. This
Dude,
is awesome.
Is this Olivia Munn?
Around
I
making
can check real quick to
hats
make
out of
sure.
rib
Looks like her.
cages. They conquered space.
Oh, looks like her.
But that's not what's on the horizon.
See, doesn't this have like an '80s vibe too? It's like, wow.
Yes,
this-
it does.
Like it's a modern,
yeah.
a modern.
I got a
80s.
feeling. I actually think they didn't change the music. Probably.
It is Olivia Munn, by the way. And I want to say something
Ah.
else, too, real quick, that I got from the trailer. When they were all sitting on the bus cracking jokes, that is
Yeah.
the exact part from the 87 when Jesse and all the guys are in the chopper cracking jokes.
I was
I was deployed to Afghanistan 3 times. I'm sorry.
Nothing but a couple of slack-jawed faggots around here.
Your Jesse's worse than mine.
Remember, he's all like, he leans in or whatever, and he's like, you know, chewing tobacco is a nasty habit. And Jesse just, he just spits on his boot. He's like, and Jesse just like, nothing but a couple of slack-jawed faggots.
Have you ever been to Guantanamo Bay where they torture people? I have.
Lose your lumber.
I have been.
Do you remember that, Joe?
Oh, my God.
Jesse, one night on Corrupted, it was just me and Joe, and I did a prank phone call on this show where I called in as Jesse Ventura, and it was like something like the government has, I tried to say, I was like, hey, Joe, I told the government to lose my number, but I fucked it up, and I accidentally
Lose
said
my
lumber. And Joe goes, you just say lose your lumber? And I was like,
you know, you fucking
lose your lumber.
You sound like
Let me tell you, McMahon told me to lose your lumber.
It was 1982, and Vince came into the what would be known as Gorilla. And Vince said to me, he said, Jesse, I want you to go out into the audience and punch a guy in the face. And I said, Vince, I can't do that.
Damn it, do it. I don't know. I wish I could do Jesse.
I told McMahon, I said, feel my leg.
Told McMahon.
Tell me that doesn't feel like a cock.
I said, Vince, I can do it, but you do it. If I do it, he's going to fucking sue me, Vince. Okay? And I don't believe the government.
No. If I got that comedian that could do him, I would fucking.
Damn, Joe.
I would blow him.
Have you been to Vietnam? Because I have.
All right.
You could just have him do promo spots for the show. I used to be a Navy SEAL. We used to fuck them.
We would go down to this fucking river store and we'd fuck Navy
I must have had
SEAls.
6 daughters I never
Go down to the river.
We would bang. We would make love to. I know the names of all the gay Navy SEAls.
Oh shit!
Do you want to know why they didn't call Tanner to find out if he shot first? Because he's one of the gay Navy SEAls. Do you understand? I keep in my. I won't tell you where I keep it, but in a locked box, I have a black book with the names of every single one of the Navy SEALs, the gay Navy SEAls.
It's like a Jesse Ventura hybrid with Sean Connery.
Yeah, I fucking can't do him, but it's so fucking funny to think
yours
about.
Goes into like a fucking him/Cartman or somebody. It's
yeah,
fucking
it's weird.
If there's one problem with this world, Joe, it's I don't like the Jews. I don't like Jews.
When you say McMahon, I fucking lose it.
I tell you about McMahon.
Over this, that it would require a man of James's stature to take his personal money and build a school, which is what the government ought to be doing.
The government should have been building the school.
Should have been built with.
Why did LeBron James have to build the school? Where's the government?
James is a Jew.
Joe starts.
Unprecedented.
Where's the beginning of this? It's so funny.
Welcome to my world. Come along for the ride. The world according to Jesse.
I now work for the Russian government on their news channel.
Screen that motorcycle in there, Joe, because I can't drive where they shit.
What if? Here's another thing that would blow your mind. If I told you that I know the names of all the lesbian activists that will be assassinated in 2020. Okay? And here's the weird thing. Here's the weird thing that's going to blow your mind, okay? If one of the women dies before 2020, I have the backup names for the other lesbians they'll kill instead. Now, tell me that's not creepy. Would you believe your government?
The only thing creepy is you, Jesse. You stink.
I used to bang lesbians because they would do anything to spread the rumor they were straight.
Even the legs? They spread
well,
the legs?
I would go to breakfast in the morning. I could smell a lesbian from a mile away.
I'd give him the golden eagle.
You know what
That's
it
what
was?
I called my cock, Jesse.
The lesbian smelled like albacore.
You know, Jesse, you should really... you're a very manly man, Jesse. Have you ever thought to skip the politics and to go to a show that could maybe help some of these younger soy boys without fathers figure out how to get laid? Oh, absolutely. If I decided to leave politics and I decided to host a show to help young men get laid, it would be a no-brainer. Because let me tell you this. Do you know how to get laid within 20 minutes at any bar that's at least populated by 60 people? Because if there's 60 women in a bar, chances are at least 3 of them are lesbians. I can smell a lesbian from 50 yards. And here's the thing. Lesbians, when they're younger, they'll want to hook up with a man. That's why the Navy SEAL lesbians... They want to present to everyone they were straight back then. And in a second, they would sleep with you. So you'd start a rumor. What the fuck am I talking about right now? Like, what are we doing right now? What the fuck is going on?
Dude, I was waiting for you to
What in the world?
Hey, Joe, what do you call 60 women in Jesse Ventura the body?
Joe, if you didn't stop right now, I would have kept just listening and listening.
I could go on, man, dude. If I could do his voice like really good, like the world would be over for me. I would just sit at home all day, like doing Jesse.
Imagine like scrambling up in the morning.
Oh my god, dude, I could never stop.
How do you crack an egg with one hand, Joe?
Well, here's how I do it. I do it by buying my new book. Don't be a dickhead. My new book.
It's called How to Cook with the Body.
O.J. Simpson had a book called If I Did It. My book's called If I Was President. Okay? My book's called Don't Be a Dickhead.
Fowler, what a funny guy.
He is a very funny guy.
Hold on a second. Hold on. It just read what he said. My book is going to be called Don't Be a Dickhead.
My book is called Don't Be a Dickhead. Are you a dickhead? Well, then fine. You can read it. Do you have $20? If you have $20, you can read my book.
I used to be a dickhead. Did you see that pair of pants I wore at the 88 Rumble?
One time I saw Hulk Hogan beat up a kid.
Because we talked about this a little bit your last time on the show as well. This whole idea that you have some documents which you say at least reinforce the idea that the government had advanced knowledge that 9/11 could happen.
The Gulf of Tonkin incident, and that was the false flag operation that put us into the Vietnam War, where 58,000 of my generation were killed. And now I was teaching at Harvard when McNamara came through and admitted it never happened. False flag operations, if you go through history, happen all the time before these wars.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know how many tassels are on my jacket right now? No? Well, then you're a fucking jackass.
It's very different from saying that the government knew 9/11 was coming, knew the plans were coming, and didn't try to stop it.
Well, take a look at my book. It's no more shocking than our government going down to Nicaragua and infecting hundreds of people with syphilis to see if penicillin worked. George, let me state this. There are great people that work in government. There are dedicated, patriotic people in government.
But there's also the criminals and the evil. And I know it. I know it.
There's also the black people.
I would vote for him in a heartbeat. He loves everyone. Yeah. This guy praised LeBron James today, then crapped on a bunch of other stuff. This guy is the real deal. I wish that Jesse Ventura would run for president. Or had run.
I used to be the governor of Minnesota.
If Jesse Ventura ran for president, dude, even I'd start voting.
I mean,
this shit.
Dude, I would run to the polls to vote for this guy.
Yeah. If he actually stood a chance even, that would be so exciting. Like, if he was really, like, right up there, fuck. That'd be cool.
Here's the difference between me and Bernie Sanders. I would fuck him up.
I would beat his ass.
I'd take a swing at Hillary.
You know, Bernie Sanders can take a punch like I can take a dick.
What?
Oh,
What?
I mean,
Wait, what? What did
Jesse, what was that last part? Jesse, what was that last part again?
He can't do it, Bailey, is my point.
Oh, he goes, he can't.
He can't do it, Bailey. See, I don't have my fucking accent on.
He
Oh my Christ. Oh my
Lucy
God.
Lumber.
Well, anything else, Bailey, that you had on your mind before I give my opinion of why you should end your life?
or be on the show more. Whatever.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But I do got to shout out. Who the fuck? We got a bunch of people. I mean, shout out to everybody. We're 2 patrons away from breaking the record on Patreon. JCS Army for Life.
Shit.
We got Rusty James Stevens became a $2 patron. TB Jammer became a $2. Jay Coleman Diz is back up to $5. Cameron Sinclair up to $25.
$2 tier is really good. All the tiers are good, but like even at the $2, guys, you guys fucking get a lot of shit. So,
well, it's fucking amazing here. Ken's probably dead right now.
I'm surprised. Like I don't know. I mean,
I'd like to give a shout out too, if you don't mind. I'd like to give a shout out to the 2018 Boston Red Sox, who are continuing to be the greatest team of all time.
This is insane, man. What
Have
is
you ever
going
seen
on?
a run like this ever? No, you haven't, because it's never happened before.
We're so fucking like, dude.
They using cork in them bats.
What's the record? Do we know what are the record for most wins ever?
The Mariners, 2001. They won 116 games.
And the Red Sox are what at 90?
We just hit, I think, 83 or 84 tonight.
Oh man, I thought we were at 87. Shit.
If we win like 30 of our last 45 or some shit, like we can like 33, 34 of our last like 40, 45 games, we can beat that record.
That's really tough though. Like I thought
But
we were better
here's the
off.
problem. Here's the problem though. If we don't win a World Series, we become the 2001 Mariners.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. If they can that's all because that's really what matters. The chemistry's crazy right now though. It's fucking like
And
this
all
team
Yankees
is berserk.
fans are a bunch of grease monkeys.
Oh God. Hey Joey, we lost again. Sell your gold watch again, Joey.
They call us the Brooklyn Bombers because we can't win without hitting a home run.
Hey, we lost the game, but I got my coffee here, so that's okay. Mom has syphilis.
Go eat some spaghetti, you fucks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yo, we lost our game tonight, Joe. We lost, but it's all right. Mama's making meatballs.
Yeah, it's pouring out. Yeah, it's pouring rain out. Go outside.
There's porn.
Go soak your tits outside, Leah.
Oh,
man, I would love to see you just getting hit by rain naked. I swear to God.
You know, in like 10 more years, you're gonna say, "I wish you were hit by lightning." But wait, what?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Oh my God!
Well, it's just.
How do you know I'm not saying that now? Like, I mean, come on.
You might be, but not.
I know she is. By the way, fuck you, Champ Chong, for never responding to my tweets anymore. What happened? We used to be buddies, you cunt.
I get bored after a year.
You remember when Champ Chong lost his mind over the Brock Lesnar Randy Orton match?
There was ooh.
You remember that when Lesnar busted open Randy Orton and he was like, "Fuck you, you monkey," or whatever he called him.
Jesus Christ.
He's like, "Fuck you, you juiced up gorilla." I don't even know how the fuck he talks.
I fucking feel like I vaguely remember this.
Yeah, he was all like, "Fuck you, you greased up ape."
Oh my God. What?
Uh-oh. Did she hear the comment I made?
I haven't seen her down here.
Lightning, no.
Let me know where she is. I don't know. I guess our daughter's missing.
The Jews are back in town.
I swear to God, what the fuck?
You know, I'm going to have to start calling myself like half Asian soon to get up so I don't get killed soon in the New World Order when they start killing white guys.
Just tell them you can't drive nor ride a bicycle or fucking you'll be
Oh my
right.
God. Yeah, the other day I was like, dude, you ever seen Tu Wong Fu? Thanks for everything. Someone was like, you racist cocksucker. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a movie. No, you just said something racist. You're not Asian. You just try to speak Asian. No, it's the title of a movie, you dickhead.
Ha ha, you make a funny joke.
And then I said, so shut the fuck up, you stupid. Ha ha, do.
Shit.
Oh, man, I don't know. Yo, AidZ, where you at, AidZ?
I don't think we used that one.
Dude, AidZ walked around Japan the other day with the Wolfpack Pussy t-shirt.
That was badass.
Oh my God, dude. That's
what this pussy talk?
I mean, they didn't know whether to fucking eat his shirt or what, because
they don't even know
were
what
like,
it says. Come on. I should have made a Japanese one just for him, so he could walk around with it saying Wolfpack pussy, but in Japanese.
See, that would be perfect. Now he might actually be a little bit different demeanor on the next video if we do that.
You got to just make sure that says.
He'll be all quiet and shit. He'll be like, Wolfgang pussy.
He'd have his hands covering his shirt, like see him walking around.
It would be really weird. It'd be funny.
Kung Pao pussy.
Kung Pao pussy. Hey, you know
that should be what it says in the back.
You know what I was thinking of doing the other day? Like, how much do you think it would cost? How much do you think it would take to get a Wandy to dress up in like women's panties, and then start? Yeah, because I mean, over there, I don't know what like. If you walk outside in Abu Dhabi in women's panties, like, is that okay, or do you get like?
Wait, you're not telling him to walk outside, are you?
No, well, I don't. I'm just but I switched from saying I want him to dress up like that to saying, what happens if you go outside wearing women's panties in Abu Dhabi? Like, I mean, seriously, I want to know. You know, I'm gonna. We got to get to the questions. The viewers, I told everybody to leave us questions for the show or topics, and we didn't use any of those. So I'm gonna go through those for the end of the show here. Here we go. Let me get into those. Bailey, what's up with you, man? You gonna come back more often, or what's the deal?
I mean, I have no problem if like you need me to come on here and there. I have no problem doing that at all. I had no problem doing it tonight.
Well, my point
He's asking about next time.
Yeah, my point is like what's been going on? Like, I want to before I get these questions.
Here's the problem with me, like you wanting me to come back now, because now if I come back, Filthy is in that slot. I don't want to take anything away from Filthy. Jesse's back. I don't want to take anything away from Jesse. I don't want to just be thrusted back into this picture and any one person lose any sort of like juice on the show. I want no part of that.
Well, here's the thing. First of all, me and Jesse are gonna do After Dark, which is going to be just me and Jesse and maybe some other people, you know.
I don't know. I like this mix-up. That's all I know.
But
I like this group.
But I still like want to have Corrupted be the way it was. But I mean, we could also do still Ken, me, you, and Filthy is fine too. We could even have Jesse as well. I mean, we could have all of us, to be honest. But I mean, it is fucked up because I want the 3 people podcast still. This doesn't mean me and you and Jesse can't still do a show. You know?
I mean, I don't see why. I mean, even like if you rotated weeks.
Yeah.
Like with Corrupted. If you had 1 week where it's you,
Ken,
and Filthy, and then me, you, and Jesse, and just rotate like a bi-monthly kind of thing. I don't care what it is. I really don't mind stepping in and like doing something every once in a while. That doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I would rather have... well, here's the thing. I mean, I would rather... Here's what... Part of why I would rather have you back is because the last few weeks just... They weren't feeling 100% right. And
you should see how the ratings do on these fucking things.
We never had this problem when it was, you know what I mean, when we were doing stuff. And recently, Ken has been just drained, so he was kind of being quieter than usual. And, like, I don't know, we just weren't clicking. Even me and Ken and Filthy, we clicked a couple episodes. We killed it. It was great. But recently, the last few weeks, it's just been, like, kind of feeling like, ugh. But this feels great, what we're doing right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the 3 of us.
I mean, when I've tuned in to listen to you and Ken and Filthy, I've always thought it has sounded great. Like, I've always thought the chemistry's been great.
Yeah, but I had to I actually brought Jesse in because I thought we needed another person. So, you know, that's been the last couple weeks. I brought
even
Jesse
if you bring me in, then you got 5 people on the panel, and that's just too many people.
Yeah, that might be true, but...
Well, it depends on which chemistries work. Like, I like how you said it, Justin. Like, you have, like, these 3 and that 3. It depends on which chemistries work the best. Like, you kind of have to feel it out or look or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but
like I said, even if, like, every other week, like, even if you, like, swapped out crews, because then you could even, like, give people the week off. Like, if 1 week it's Joe, Ken, and Filthy, the next week it's me, you, and Jesse, whatever. Just even swapping lineups. Or 1 week it's me, Filthy, and Jesse. You know what I'm saying? Just, like, you could rotate seats.
Well, we could do that. It's just like I feel like a lot of times like people don't know until the last minute then, and then things get, you know, it's like, uh-oh. You know, that's what's happening on Monetize This right now.
Who doesn't know what?
Like sometimes people don't know what they're doing or if they can come on or whatever.
Unless I let you know ahead of time. Like as far as I know, I'm here.
Yeah.
Unless something.
You know.
But even if like you told your audience, like, hey, this week it's me, Jesse J, and JB, or this week it's me, Ken, and Filthy. Like even if it's just like every other week, like a schedule.
Yeah.
Like, Like the evens of a month are you guys and me, and then the odds are you, Ken, and Filthy.
I will say the 3 and 3 that I've heard the best is me, you, and Joe, and then you, Filthy, and Ken, and you, JB, and I think Ken. Those were the 3 that I heard the 3 different chemistries I've heard that went really well in the time I've been listening to Corrupted and stuff.
Yeah.
The chemistry's been there with me, Joe, and Ken for a long time because of Monetize This, and then Corrupted we did 3 episodes or something like that. So we didn't. I mean, we had chemistry because we did shows together for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just.
Well, the thing is, like, we can all do. I can do a show with Jesse by myself. I can do a show with you by myself. And so doing a show where Jesse's here with you is like no brainer. Like that's gonna work. But last couple of weeks with Ken and Filthy has been a little bit. I thought a little bit more quieter. Like we had good shows, but we didn't get as silly as we usually do. I don't know. There was just something missing. We needed another. There wasn't enough talking going on, so I brought in Jesse. So like when I'm just saying like, and then with Monetize This, there's nobody on that. I have.
And I think to your point earlier you made with Ken and Filthy, a lot of the times they're gassed because they just did 4 hours of radio.
Yeah.
And then they got to come in here and do another pretty much 4 hours between the pre-post and actual podcast.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why that's why I brought in Jesse. But like you know what I mean. Like so I don't know what to say, but I would rather have you here almost all the time. You know, to be honest. But
shit, man, who knows? Maybe they won't even mind. They might even be like, yeah, we're fucking pooped out from doing our shit. Like JB just said, they might be like, fuck, we don't mind having a day off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not as busy as they are with podcasts and shit, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're dealing with.
Yeah, I think it might be
could
true.
just come down to substitutions though too, Joe. Like if somebody needs a week off, I can step in. Like if Ken needs a night off or Filthy needs a night off or whoever, I have no problem stepping in.
But I also don't have a problem with, you know what? The 5 of us could be on, I think. If that happens.
Yeah, that could work.
If that happens, I think it's possible because Filthy can be quiet a lot sometimes. Like he lays back a lot sometimes if he hears other people talking, and you know Ken's tired. So like it might work out. Like,
and if I hear everybody already flowing, I'll stay mute until I need to do some sniping or something, you know, like just jump in.
I'm good about that too, Jesse. Like if people are like flowing together, like even when it was me, Ken, and Joe, if Ken and Joe were flowing hard, I would sit back and just laugh because at that point, it's just like, man, they're flowing. I'm going to let them go and I'm just going to react.
You're right. I honestly think, Joe, that could work.
I think so too.
Everyone kind of has to know when to jump in, when to jump out kind of thing.
It's worth trying. If you guys want to try it next week or something, I'm willing to come back next week.
Yeah, and like, you know, the other thing too, like where if somebody thinks like they can't make it, then it's no worry like at all. And then
it works out perfectly,
Then you still have a full panel. Yeah, that's a good point.
That sounds like a really good idea, actually, because you always have a 5-man team, and if one or two doesn't make it, you know you have a 3-man team to 4-man team. You're good to go.
Because I really, like, I'm telling you, man, like, what I really miss is doing the podcast with you. Like, you know, because I ask you every day because... Like I don't just, it's weird, dude. Like I mean Jesse I miss, but he's back, you know. But with Bailey, with you, like I miss doing this shit with you because I could just talk to you all day, just like Jesse. And it's like when I don't have that, I'm like, God, this sucks, man. Like I feel like we could talk, and that's why I wish we would, you know, go up. We're kind of been going. We took a back step, and we were hoping to go higher forward, and maybe that will happen again. It probably will, but you know.
Well, I think the difference is, by the way. Me, Ken, and Joe are all front runners of our own shows. Like we're conductors from my show. Ken, his show, he's a conductor, and Joe is the conductor for his show. So when you bring in somebody like Jesse, who from the beginning of ever since I've done shows with him has always been a reactionary kind of comic, and even Filthy to an extent. Filthy's kind of like a wizard on the soundboard. He can add to a show just through a soundboard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we could try it out. If you guys want to just next week bring in like a super group and just see how it works out, we can go from there. I got no problem doing that.
Let's do a super group next week if we can. That'll be fun. That'd be really fun. And we can even like skew it to like, you know, Filthy comes in and then he does some soundboard stuff. And then, you know, dude, that could really work out. We'll give it a try. Fuck it. We'll see what happens.
And like you said, if for instance, let's just say, for instance, if I got to get up in the morning early and I just need to shoot out at like 2:30 or 3, be like, it's no big deal. I'll just like drop the call. Or if this person wants to drop the call, like you said, there's still 4 fucking people here to carry the ship.
That's actually a good idea, Joe. That could kind of take stress off you week after week.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like if I was ever missing too, you could do the show.
That's actually, yeah. Well,
we've had to do it before. There was one time where Joe was real busy one day, and he fell asleep, and me and Ken had to do it on the FMN channel.
Yeah.
So it's like it wouldn't be nothing but a thing to just like go to a different platform if any one person needs a night off.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try it next week.
Well, let's go to the questions here. Guys, thanks for listening. And by the way, if you're listening to this on iTunes like 50 days from now or whatever it is, or a year from now, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, Corrupted Podcast. This is episode 60, man. 60 episodes. I kept it going. I can't believe it.
That's pretty cool, man.
And as long as the Vegas Knights don't lose.
I want to throw one thing out real quick before you start the questions.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said something that's not a bad idea is to once a month do the 5 group.
Yeah, that could work too.
Then you have like once a month, you have like a super show.
Well, Joe, do you guys want to try that next week just to see how it flows, or do you want to wait till the end of the month, or what?
No, let's just try it next week. We might as well.
That's for the $5 patrons. That's for the $5 patrons only. That's funny. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna read everybody's shit. I gotta load all the comments. Let's see. Load more comments. Okay, Cheeseburger says good stuff. Enjoy the day out. Oh wait, this is Oh, this was a different day. I'm sorry. Let me find it.
Are you pulling these from Twitter or Patreon
these
or email?
Yeah, these are from Patreon only, so they're all...
This is going to be great.
Right? We got...
It's going to be like when Maiden got 3 guitarists. What?
Or when my mother got 3 different diseases. Jordan Smithline says, craziest weather of all have you experienced? Tornadoes, hurricanes, extreme. So, yeah, so that's the... Like, what's the worst extreme weather we've all encountered? I mean,
mine would be the tornado that just hit us last year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember I sent you all that video, Joe?
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, it took out your fucking garden, right?
Yep, it took our garden. It took a tree out. I mean, like me and Keish were literally driving to go find somewhere to eat, and then a tornado just hit where we live out of nowhere.
That's
it
so
was the craziest
fucked
shit I
up.
ever went
Wow.
to. I actually thought we were gonna die. Like we were running into a local Target, and I remember there was all kinds of vehicles sitting under like building awnings and shit to avoid the hail. And I was like, fuck that. There's no way I'm buying that. So I got Keish out of the truck and we ran into a local Target. We walked through the doors, not a soul in the Target. And all of a sudden a worker came around the corner. She was like, go to the back, go to the back. And I'm like, oh God. But yeah, tornado.
Wow. Okay. That beats anything I've been in, but
dust storm.
Except for like, wildfires.
Midwest lifestyle.
Kind of shit. Guess so.
Yeah, I mean, I've the crazy. I mean, there's been probably a couple snowstorms that were insane, where like we were trapped and things were fucked up. But
just last year, you didn't have power for a week or something, right?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is it would be what happened last year, which is funny because your thing was last year too. Was the flood here? I mean, we were trapped on a peninsula, and the ocean was coming. I mean, that was probably. It's really, and in the scheme of things, we really weren't in, we didn't get hurt really, but I mean, people lost their homes out here. A few homes got washed away by the water. That blows my mind that happened.
Weren't the National Guards, the National Guard like escorting people out?
They were driving down my street and around everywhere with lights, the National Guard on trucks. I thought I couldn't even believe we were seeing this. Like, it's
wild.
It was that when they say people freeze when they see something crazy. Like, we were froze because we heard about this, and I said it wasn't until the end of the day that I went, we could be trapped here if the water comes over enough. But I never imagined the ocean would come over like it did. And if even if the idea of it trapping us in for like a few hours, which is what I thought might happen, I said we should get a hotel. I said that out loud, and then we were like, no, and they were like, fuck it. And we just stayed here. And then it was like surreal 2 days later, like, the next night to see, them picking people up on the National Guard trucks to take them out of here. And it was just like, wow. Like,
my claustrophobia would have taken over me. We would have been out of that motherfucker.
Well, I started realizing that, hey, we're surrounded by the ocean. Like,
I'm so fucking glad I'm in California. Fuck you guys.
I was thinking, man, if it just a big wave
5
or
years
something.
when you guys drop off because
fuck that. We get an earthquake every 25 fucking years. We're fine.
But that's it. But other than that, nothing ever happens here. So that was the craziest thing. It's taken 34 years.
Yeah, it's like that here. Like, we get floods where I'm at and shit.
It's just like snowstorms. I noticed you guys have gotten quite a few snowstorms over the years I've been working with you.
Yeah, there's always that one or two every February time usually, and where there's like
a nor'easter.
Yeah, no, that's what that was too. Yeah, and then the moon. It was everything aligned for the worst. Like nor'easter. The moon was the biggest it was. The highest tide of the year or something like that was that day or something. It was fucking crazy, dude. Talk about the like that's why no one's ever seen that here. You know, no one's ever seen that here because who would think all those things would line up? It's crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Wayne is a baker says NFL season picks.
Ooh, it's early.
It is early. It's really. I
usually wait till the NFL preseason's over before I start making any like division picks and stuff. But I don't know, man. Like,
it takes me to like week 3 to start realizing, like, thinking, like, okay.
I always put the Patriots up high, but this year they lost a lot of pieces.
I'm a little concerned this year, yeah.
But you know who I really like this year is Green Bay. I think with a healthy Aaron Rodgers back, that's really going to help them. But right now, it's really hard for me to pick and what does he mean by picks? Is he talking like Super Bowl prediction?
I don't know. He just says picks. I mean, I guess whoever you think. Like, I would say that I think the Falcons will be in it again. The Eagles, the Falcons, the Patriots.
I'll give you an upset pick. I will actually say that I actually don't see Cam Newton and Carolina making the playoffs.
All right. I'd agree with that maybe.
I'll just give that kind of different side pick. But as far as Super Bowl predictions go, it's always, as far like a part of this decade in era in football, it's probably safe to say the Patriots come out of the AFC.
I mean, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
but again, like Joe said, we have to wait till like week 3 to really know.
Yeah.
What's going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah, there's no way of really 100% knowing here. But, yeah, I don't know. Green Bay's looking all right. Just for Sarah Small, maybe the Colts will do better. I don't know. I don't think so, though.
I don't think so. What about the Raiders? We should make a prediction about them because the Raiders are like going into the season with a lot of juice because of Gruden and shit. So with the Raiders, I don't even really have any faith in them because they always go into the season thinking they're going to win a Super Bowl, but... They, you know what I mean? They're being relocated. They've got John Gruden on a $100 million payroll. So I'm going to say that they actually go like, I'm going to say like 9-7.
All right. There's a lot of people predicting 9-7s right now. Somebody predicted the Browns would go 9-7. I said no fucking way.
Get the fuck out of here.
I predicted.
Have they ever won?
They lost every game last year. I think they'll win 3 this year.
What about the Jets, Joe? What about with what Sam Darnold? What do you think the Jets are going to do?
I think the Jets will win 6 or 7 games.
The Jets will be the Jets. There you go. There's our predictions. All right, what's next?
Yeah. Dolphin on High says opinions on movies, doing remakes and how it affects movies 10 to 20 years down the road. I think we know our opinion right now is I'm sick of them. I didn't mind the remakes. Remember when the thing a few years back was, oh, they're remaking another one? Well, but now it's different. Now it's, oh my God, they're remaking it, but they're also they're changing the lore and they're making the woman. Yeah. So like now it's way worse. So
I don't mind sequels, but I don't like. I'm not a huge fan of reboots.
What you're going to see is what I believe you're going to get because of this is what you got in many other things already. This already happened in music, in many ways, and many other things. You're going to start to see. You're going to start to see indie movies pop up again in the next 10 years. Like independently funded projects, films, independent things that are like badass. That people are going to fall in love with those things. Hollywood's going to be doing this stupid agenda shit still. People are going to get sick of it, and they're going to start looking for other places to go like Vimeo, and they're going to look at people who spent $100,000 or, $300,000 on a project that was funded by people or, all that shit. And
underground grassroots again, man. It's going to go to the word of mouth kind of stuff.
And then you're going to have people word of mouth telling you to buy the movie online, and we're all going to be talking about movies online instead that were produced by smaller companies until the theaters realign and the agenda realigns, basically.
My thoughts on this is I don't mind a sequel, but I'm not a fan of reboots. Look at comic book movies. Jesus Christ, they've relaunched Spider-Man 3 times in 15 years.
Yeah.
It's not working. Just stop. Either just do a sequel or stop. Stop with the reboots. That's my logic.
I think you that's because honestly there's superhero movies are fatigued at this point. Once
See, I'm almost like stuck. What's the difference between a remake and a reboot? They seem the same anymore.
Like a reboot to me is where you completely
change everything, right?
Yeah, you change everything. Like for instance, like
you're using the source material, but you're changing the story.
Correct. Like I would say a reboot that works is Batman Begins with Christian Bale. That was a full-blown reboot.
Yeah.
Okay. But it was a good, yeah.
But you take like Spider-Man with Tobey and then the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's too close together. It really gets confusing.
Like Batman Begins came out like help me out here, Joe. It was
6 years later. It was 2005, so
because Batman
I was thinking the original Batman.
No, Batman and Robin when they dropped that hunk of shit
in like that was like 96.
Yeah. So like but they gave it a solid 9 years or whatever to just like get back to basics, and when they did, what'd they do? They hit a fucking home run.
If they made Batman Begins in 2000, like nobody would have saw it because they would have been like, no.
Yeah, because they were still fatigued on the George Clooney Batman. But what they did, the beautiful part was they moved away from the comic booky aspect, and they made everything 150% realistic.
And can I tell you something? I'm an example of this. I had all the Batman stuff when I was a kid. I was obsessed. I loved Batman. And when Batman Begins came out in the theater, didn't see it.
I didn't either. I didn't care until Dark Knight.
Right.
Oh, no. Me and my friends, I remember reading forums and shit about Batman Begins.
I actually
had
the thoughts. See, JB, I had the thoughts you were actually talking about. I actually was still like, oh, it's Batman. I don't give a shit. Because of the last one I'd seen, and so I didn't watch it.
But do you want to know why it helped, though? Let me explain why Batman Begins
still didn't
really
see it,
got
though.
me.
I still didn't see it because that reason. Because I was like, oh, God, like, not Batman again. It's still here. So I thought that, even though I like Batman, I thought that, and I missed it. And it wasn't until Dark Knight's hype that I went, what's with all... Man, this looks amazing. What the fuck? Yeah. So then I went back while the trailers to Dark Knight were coming out. And that's when I watched Batman Begins for the first fucking time. And I went, oh my God, this is awesome.
It was awesome, but here's why I wanted to go see it. Is because when Batman Begins happened, who are you expecting in a reboot to be that villain? You're expecting the Joker to come back.
Right.
But what they did was they threw a curveball, and they're like, the villains this time is going to be Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm in. I want to see how they pull this off.
Right. I see. I went the opposite. I thought like, whoa, that's pretty cool, I guess, but I don't need. That's what? Oh, fuck this. And that's what.
And then sitting in the. And you weren't spoiled back in 2005. So at the end of the movie, I remember me and all my buddies from high school watching it. And at the very end of the movie, when Batman meets on the rooftop with Gordon, he was all like, so who's next? And then he's all like, well, he's got no aliases, but he does leave a calling card. And he flips the plastic evidence bag over, and it's got a fucking Joker card in it. And I was like, oh my, like it was so mind-blowing because you weren't expecting it.
Yeah.
And then The Dark Knight comes out, and it's the greatest comic book movie of all time.
Dude, those movies are really good. Like those three movies are really good. It's the most believable Batman. Like,
and The Dark Knight Rises gets a bad rap. But that's a fucking great movie too.
That was.
I love that movie.
Was killer.
Yeah, I loved it.
That's one of my That's like one of my favorites. It's killer. I
still think I like Begins the best, but we can go ahead and move along.
Yeah, I agree with you on Begins is the best. I really think that is the best.
It's just so fucking
you think that's the best of all three?
Well, okay,
absolutely. And so I've said this many times on the show, and Joe agrees with me. You want to know why it's the best movie? Because for once in the fucking entire history of Batman, they explain why he can beat the shit out of anybody.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that was all good stuff. You're right.
It's a little bit similar to the what's the Avengers one that just came out? Doctor Strange. It's a little bit like that.
You're right. He went through that whole long thing where he was kept there and he fought and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because he learned from Ra's al Ghul's army or whatever. Why am I drawing a blank on what they're called? Somebody help me out here.
Something to do with like the dark.
It's the League of Shadows, but I'm not sure if they called him in the movie. I think it's the League of Assassins in the movie, but they finally explain how he knows all this fucking karate and shit.
But the thing about those movies is, the Dark Knight is like the single. It's like a hit radio single that
on its own, you mean?
Yeah, that you hear forever. That's so like that's the single, that's the song, you know. But maybe the rest of the CD, like you're like, oh, the rest of the CD is skip over it, but that's the single. But Batman Begins is like the Pink Floyd The Wall or something, like where like from the beginning to the end it tells a really good story. It's not a good example because Pink Floyd does have good singles on that record, but it's like a CD. That,
I get what you mean. It's not the one everybody, even if you're not a fan, goes to.
Yeah, like the 1 through 10 tells a story that is so great. Like the whole CD is awesome, but maybe you pick up the new Disturbed CD and you don't like many of the songs, but one of the songs kicks major ass.
Well, it's like tracks 1 through 10 are Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises, and then track 11, the major singles, The Dark Knight, because it has nothing to do with movie 1 or 3.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight, if you watch it, has no tie to the first or third movie. Not one.
Well, wait, what about in the beginning when the Scarecrow dude's in it? Does that have any tie-in?
That's from the first movie. Oh, you're talking about in The Dark Knight when they arrest him or whatever?
Yeah.
No, the story from the first movie is the story that's continued in the third movie. The second movie doesn't continue the story of the first movie. It's just a standalone Batman movie.
Okay.
It's kind of like a side. It's perfect because like that story's going on, but now this happens, so now you got to deal with that. But then now back to the story. It's really very.
Got it.
That's why like there's a lot of substance in Rises and the first one, but the second one really. I don't know, man. They're just a great trilogy. What a fucking great job. I don't know if anything will ever beat that.
It's the best comic book trilogy of all time.
And that opening Joker scene when he just pretty much wastes
I think
everybody
people
was great.
are. But Jude, I think people are getting sick of the event, like the comic book stuff movies. And
Oh
so
yeah, dude, it's got to end at some point, right?
I think this last Avengers movie, this next one that comes out, is probably going to be the one where after that, nothing will ever be as hyped as after this next one. I think.
I have to say something real quick before we move along about The Dark Knight. I saw the movie 3 times when it was in the theater, but because Jesse just brought up the beginning with the Joker. When I saw that movie in the theater, there's no like opening credits or anything to the movie. It just starts up with the drone camera and through the sky. That bank robbery scene in the IMAX is one of the most like it gives you fucking anxiety because for the first 25 minutes of that movie, it's just like. The first scene of the movie, the window breaks out, and then after that, it's over. Yeah. For the next 25 minutes, it's a roller coaster.
You know what ruined that? You know what didn't ruin it, but you know what sucked was, remember they released that early for everybody?
Well, yeah, it was the first 5. I know what he's talking about. In the theaters, they had like 5-minute teasers kind of during that time where they would play.
And it was on YouTube. It was on YouTube also.
Yeah. So like, I get what he's saying, but man, you're right. When he like pulls that mask off in the bank and it's the Joker, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, you realize he's not fucking around. It's like, whoa.
He kills everybody, so he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to carry the money.
Exactly. Like you just realize.
Yeah, even
old school. Fuck him.
even 9 years ago, it's 9 years ago, 10 years ago. The official video is still out where they leaked the first on purpose. The studio gave out the first 4 minutes or whatever.
Well, dude, he shoves that live grenade in that guy's mouth and then drives away, and then the pin comes out and he's like about to die, and then just the smoke. He's like, oh, and he starts laughing and shit.
God, I'm so glad I didn't watch YouTube back then. I didn't know anything about the spoilers and shit. That's good.
Dude, that was when YouTube was like really becoming mainstream, like in 2008, because that was the first thing that I really remembered really going viral everywhere. The trailers of The Dark Knight were going viral everywhere. Everybody was parodying it. It was fucking hilariously crazy. It was so weird, man.
They also released, if you remember on YouTube, they released the scene when the Joker goes into the pit boss room or whatever, where the whole mafia is around the room.
Yeah. Yep.
And he goes in there, and you just hear the and then it goes black. And you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was a great. Those trailers really hyped the shit out of that movie. Like there was so many things. That's like the fucking, the flood here. Everything had to come together. But Monica,
I brought up a key element earlier in the show too. You know what also makes the movie great is the fucking score from Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, Hans Zimmer kills it again.
We can move along though. We've been on this one for a while.
The Rock. James and Monica. By the way, Bailey, have you seen Hans Zimmer's? It's on Netflix.
Have I seen what?
It's a live performance with Hans Zimmer and like a huge orchestra.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. You're gonna jizz.
Oh wow! What's it called? Just Hans Zimmer?
It's like Hans Zimmer live at somewhere. I don't know. They do all the major things like.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah. Well, we could get a lot more questions. There's a lot of questions. We have to speed through these.
let's
People are washing and reusing condoms because what the fuck? How about we read that next week and we'll go over that on the show next week. Monica and James sent us that.
That's progressive.
That sounds like that will get you.
Monica and James are reusing condoms?
Nothing like day old JIZZ.
Well, I don't think they want kids, right? So, because they're sick liberals. No, I'm just kidding.
It's okay. Once it's out in the air a while, it's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I voted for Obama twice. Oh no, once. I voted for him once. Marvin,
I voted for him twice. I win.
Oh, really? The second time I just stayed home. I was like, I don't care.
There was no way I was voting for Mitt Romney, the cult leader. Get the fuck
I
out
did
of
cheer for him to win though, because I was like, fuck Mitt Romney. Because Mitt, you know what happened was some service guy was like, Mitt, you're really gonna do this to me? And he's like, that's my beliefs. It was like, oh my god, man.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was fucked up. Like I was like, you know what? But I know that they cornered him and stuff, so that wasn't right either. But anyway,
they cornholed him.
They cornholed Mitt Romney and his fucking asshole, and then fucked him in the ass, and then took his wife hostage. She's not really his wife anymore. She's Tom Cruise. Derek Hant says, I look more forward to this show every week. Oh, nice. Thanks, Derek.
I don't know how to answer that. It's not a question.
Cameron Sinclair says, cringe Tommy moments. I mean, I think I feel like we've been over those. Yeah,
2016, 17, and 18.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to pass.
Dude, the fucking disappointment when he's like, the best is when he's asking him, and then he's like, he can't get it all out. He's like, Justin, I do this thing on my show. Like, would you like to do this on the show? Like,
and JB, would you lead me out with a chant real quickly?
By the way, he calls you calls you JD. By the way.
And JB, would you lead me out with a chant real quickly?
What do you mean?
I have all my guests chant a thing that I say all the time. You Hollywood. Would you mind chanting with me before I end the show?
Gonna have to pass.
Okay. You Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood. Keep doing it, folks.
God.
Keep.
Jesus. I missed that.
Dude, that
he was after that went off the air. He was so fucking pissed at me.
That you didn't do that?
He said I made him look stupid. He's like, why didn't you chant that with me? And I was like, Tommy, I don't know what the fuck it meant.
See, we were just talking about how Tommy's fucking evil as shit the other day, how people don't know what he's like. You got off the air, and he was a pussy on the air, and then off the air, he was like, why didn't you do that with me?
He's like, you made me look stupid. I was like, well, all right.
So what a fucking fuck he is.
And JB, would you leave me?
I was wondering.
I was like, what? I go,
JB,
what do you mean? And he goes,
yeah. So what do you mean?
That's what he said.
And JB, would you lead me out with a chant real quickly?
What do you mean?
I have all my guests chant a thing that I say all the time. You Hollywood. Would you mind chanting with me before I end the show?
Gonna have to pass.
Okay. You Hollywood. You Hollywood. You Hollywood.
I just love that he kept rolling. He's like, okay.
He did not. He did not expect him to say no, so he's like, okay, you Hollywood.
Yeah. He seriously, he thought you were gonna do it. That's the best part.
Oh my god. Gonna have to.
I'm gonna have to pass.
The best. See, I would have been like, no. And then, but Bailey's like, gonna have to pass. Like,
fucking best ever.
Dude, Bailey, if you could make T-shirts, that's what's gonna.
I'm gonna have to pass.
I'm gonna have to pass with a checkbox with an X through it. Oh my god.
That's
the T-shirt.
Idea.
I'll sell it for you. And I'll take all the money.
Do it.
I'm just kidding. I'll give you all the money. We would probably sell 5. The 6ix9ine rapper going down for banging a 13-year-old. DA only wants 3 years in prison.
Oh.
Wow.
That'll fix him.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll do it. Well, that guy's probably going to be killed anyway, Derek, because he's like another rapper that's...
They're trying to give a friend of mine 22 years for fucking... Some heroin addict said they beat him up. And I was like, what? You getting 22 years for that?
The years in prison for stuff are all fucking discombobulated.
Yeah, our justice system makes complete sense.
Yeah, you get 4 years for killing somebody or raping people. It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get a life sentence for a dime bag, but if you rape a 13, you get 3 years.
Exactly. Ryan R. says, I saw pictures of Canopy Lake Park. That place looks sweet. How many times have you been there? With the family, I've been there 3 times. Myself, I've probably been there about 50 times. And the reason why I've been there so much, probably more than 50, is because I grew up when I was younger in Salem, New Hampshire, and the lake of Canopy Lake Park runs behind my house. So we lived there. You know, I moved here when I was like 8 or 9, or no, when I was 9 or 10. So I went there all the time when I was a little kid. So that's why I've been there so much. But yeah, now we still go. It's an hour away from here though. Matt Steffi says, I know you don't like to talk wrestling, but you heard anything about this claim that Asuka walked out? Yeah, I heard it was a bogus. So apparently Asuka did not walk out. Bogus claim was what I heard last on that. The lifestyle of Samson Smalls. Well, Samson Smalls, Samson Smalls is in jail, motherfucker. No. Thank you, Marvin Watt. Michael Keene, why people think Space Force is a bad idea? Probably because they think it's like whacked out or whatever, like many other things. It's not a bad idea. It's just with everything going on right now, I think a lot of people want to see other changes to other things and not focus on space or something. But I like it because I'm a science type of person. I say, fuck it, let's go. We gotta be ready.
Yeah, me and Joe are like, it's kind of a weak example, but me and Joe are like big Star Trek fans. So like the thought of like they're gonna actually like take the initiative and like try to explore more of space, I'm all right with that.
Well, you ready for Captain Picard to come back?
I've heard about this, and I honestly, Joe, I think you know this. I have not watched a single episode of Discovery.
Okay, so Discovery, the second half of Discovery, and the reveal that happens, don't spoil yourself. Do not spoil yourself. If you're familiar with the original series, and especially TNG and Deep Space Nine and Enterprise, there's something that happens in all those shows.
No Voyager?
And Voyager, yeah. I don't think they do it in Voyager, though, so I think that's the only thing. But there's something that happens in those shows that's going to happen in this, and it's going to be tied in a way together that's really cool. And then at the end, there's a major fucking dude, I will tell you, like, I haven't liked the series that much because they changed the Klingons, they changed a lot of shit, they fucked with stuff, they tried to put the whole political agenda in it. You know, pretty much the only white guy on the show is gay, that's good, every other one's a bad guy. It's a clear agenda thing, it sucks that way. But the studio is mad at the writers. They fired all the teams, like, halfway through. But this is this is maybe the top 3, if not the number 1, in my opinion, greatest fucking swerve that I have ever seen. Swerve, like shocking swerve that I have ever seen in a show. Like so much. Like I'm not kidding. Like everything I've ever seen. I'm talking wrestling. Like I'm talking fucking like whatever the most shocking shit in wrestling could be. Like this was one of the most shocking fucking turns that I have ever seen, and how they tied it into what happens. You need, as long as you know, especially the more you know about. Actually, I think I can tell you. Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me hang on a second, because I've been going back through and watching Star Trek. Like I'm in the middle of season 2 of OTS right now, which is ironically that and probably Deep Space Nine I'm most familiar with. But dude, I don't think I've watched an episode of TNG in like 10 years.
You should watch. I think as far as this situation goes, I actually just thought about it. It has to do with the mirror universe. So, did you ever see Enterprise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you know there's an episode?
But wait a minute. How? Okay, so I'm confused. Enterprise took place before OTS. So how are they tying that in with Discovery?
When you say OTS, you talking about the original series?
Yeah. I'm sorry, the original series.
TOS. Yeah. Get it right. Fuck
TOS. I'm sorry, not OTS. I'm sorry. Yeah.
So what kind of faggotry is this?
So if you watch TOS, TOS, and Deep Space Nine and Enterprise, those are the 3 important ones. They have something to do with the mirror universe that happens in the new show. So watch the new show. Make sure you watch those, and if you watch the new show, stuff ties in a little bit. And what happens though? I'm telling you, man, the end is fucking unbelievable. Like,
so do I need to literally cover all 7 seasons?
I Of what?
Of TNG?
No, because they actually don't. It doesn't really pertain to TNG, but I mean, you should because TNG's I think TNG is the best one, but I just fucking.
But as
love
long
the
as I
fuck out of it.
cover TOS and Enterprise, I'll be good.
Definitely watch Enterprise and TOS, and and then Deep Space Nine, then you'll be good. But
for the most part, yeah, I haven't watched them in a long time, but that was the one I watched like week to week, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's just, dude, I'm telling you, like, I didn't like the show. The first 5 to 10 episodes, I kind of was not happy with it, but I kept watching because it was continuational, and then I just kept feeling that there was long dialogue with the Klingons and always death, and just it was so dark. It was too dark, and I like dark, but it was way too dark and fucked up. But eventually it got a little bit better once it got into this point, like the cliffhanger of that midway point, and then the second half into the cliffhanger of the final episode. It got a little bit better. If it wasn't Star Trek, I would say it was pretty good. I would probably really like it if it wasn't Star Trek.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I would watch it if I was you. And you could CBS. You have to pay for CBS Access, but
I have it.
Oh, you do? That's weird.
Well, I've been paying on it ever since Discovery was announced. I just didn't watch it.
Oh, you fuck. Well, you can binge the fuck out of it now. Yeah. Yeah, go binge the shit out of it. I mean, again, it gets better like the second half, and probably why. It's because they fired the fucking writers after the second.
Well, that was also cool because I know they're on Netflix, but it's also really cool that they do have all of the Star Trek on there too. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The bottom line is watch it, and Captain Picard's coming. However, what scares me about Picard is Patrick Stewart said he may not be the captain you remember because, 20 years have passed and his life.
I'm an old bag of shit.
That's what I said. I go, oh my god, he's gonna be gay or something. He's gonna be gay, and he's gonna be like. It's going to be, dude, they're going to SJW Captain Picard.
That's really going to piss you off.
Dude, I will fucking flip out.
So to answer the person's question, I don't have a problem with Space Force, but I get why people do because the money and it could go somewhere else. I understand. So what next?
100% true story of why Bailey sailed. It's time for the truth. Or so help him God, Johnny Utah says. I don't think that, I think I'll tell you why. I mean, you should tell me, but I think there was just a lot of things that added up that.
I have many times. Let's not do this.
Well.
Oh, shit.
Have you? I don't believe it, is what it is.
Oh my God, here we go. I've literally stated this multiple times. We had conversations in DMs. I did it multiple times in my show. I've made no smoke as to why I stepped away. I felt like personally that me and Joe, there was a weird passive aggressive between exchanges that just I didn't feel comfortable with.
So is my fault on maybe there was a little bit.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm actually saying that it's both of our
Yeah,
parts.
he was saying both of you guys.
That's what I said. We both had a passive aggressive in exchanges, and it was just I didn't want to stick around and have a horrifying blow up. And I felt it was smarter to walk away.
Idea. But you know
because
what?
now I'm back. So it's like
you know what though? To be honest, I'll tell you with me is and it's not a bad idea. It's like you reset, which is what happens. But I wouldn't blow up on you if you were here. Like that just wouldn't happen. I would more blow up on someone when they walk away because I get all freaked out. Or when I think.
I also said, but Joe, I also said too was one of the things that really was not that I wasn't comfortable with was I just didn't feel like you were fully supporting what I was trying to do with my website.
I was legitimately concerned about your stuff. Like that's why I was saying it, not because I was trying to trash it. Because as a fan, I was getting angry.
I thought you looked at it as competition rather than expansion.
Not really, but in a way, I looked at it as what? Let's not we need to focus on this. We can't even build this up. We need to keep this going, because nothing else is going to get built up if we strive into other areas.
And I said that on my show. I said. There was the show 2 weeks after everything went down. I said I thought Joe looked at it as competition, and he also more or less looked at it as me doing what I do with JB Radio could take away from what I'm doing with Monetize This and Corrupted. I said all of this.
And then it came true. And then it kind of came true, so I was really upset then. That's why I got mad. Then I was like, oh, now it's really happening. Yeah, this was what he wanted. That's what I thought. So I
but
was
that's
like,
not
oh.
what I wanted. I never
I know,
wanted
but-
to take away from what I did on Fridays and Saturdays.
But that's what I thought. So like, and then it felt like it came true. Like it was like, oh shit, now it came true. Like,
so this right here, I feel like if people can't get it from what we just said,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
There's
what
nothing
else to say.
Yeah.
yeah, I get you there.
And honestly,
but
doing this shit together for a while, like I know for a few times I've had to step away. You just have to once in a while.
But what I'm saying,
just
my,
you know.
I visualize how things work, which is like, so and I'm not saying I wouldn't build back up again and I wouldn't do well, or you wouldn't start to do something that was different that would work out. But from what I knew would be coming, you know, if you were to leave and then do what you were doing, and I knew that some ratings on my end would drop and ratings on your end would drop. So I saw it as this is not good. Like
you looked at it as it was splitting the audience in a way.
Not even that. Not even that. I looked at it as
just people really like you here, and when you're not here, some people stop watching.
I looked at it as I won't be as strong, and you won't be as strong.
Yeah.
So this doesn't make any sense. That's what I looked at it as.
And listen, I don't.
And you can look at numbers, and we'll back that up on both of our sides.
I won't necessarily disagree with that. I mean, I think I took a dramatic. And I will say one thing that really pissed me off that you said on a show.
You're gay.
Was you said to monetize this one week, like when we had a gigantic audience in there. I wasn't on the show, and you were talking about jbshow.net and JB Radio, and you said, you know, he does this. He'll start something, and then 3 months later, he'll quit it, and he'll go away, and he'll come back and try to push something else. That, to me, was like a huge shot because that almost made people not want to get invested in what I was doing. And here I am now 6-7 months in, and I haven't walked away. As a matter of fact, I release daily, whether it's a blog or a video or a show. I really tried to push it, and I just felt like that did not help anything I was trying to do. And for somebody that's battled in the trenches with you for 3 years to build what we have now, I was like, I felt kind of betrayed in a way.
Yeah, and I think you're right, but I think that...
But I made all that vocal to you. I said all this to you.
But I think I really believed what I was saying, like, at the time. Like, I was like, this is, like we just need to focus on, like, you know, we got to get this stuff going. We're falling behind on this, so now we're doing something else. Like, it's not going to... you know what I mean? I just figured it wasn't going to work out. You know what I mean? Because nothing else did. And also at the time, you stopped doing your daily show, which is what I liked. And when you stopped...
Oh, by the way, let me add to that right now, because somebody in the chat, Michael Kuhn, says, I still miss Bailey's live streams at 4 o'clock. That shit pisses me off so bad when I see that. Not because people saying that, because it's not like I don't want to do that. It's not like I wanted to quit the thing I was making the most money, getting the most ratings, and the most subscribers from. I wouldn't have quit
I thought you
that
did.
if I didn't have... What?
I thought you did want to... I thought you were done with that. You just didn't...
No, that was your fucking boy toy, Jake DeMarco, spreading rumors that I left because I was made to look stupid on that Corrupted. But nobody listened to the fact that I had to leave because my third shift job that I work, where I now go in at 7 p.m., those shows didn't get over till 5:30.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any time with my family to eat supper in the evenings and just talk. I didn't have time with my family in the evenings. I said all of this.
Why don't...
Everybody took this fucking fake ass narrative that I just did it because I was embarrassed because of the way I looked with the DeMarco situation. That goddamn shit pisses me off because...
What's another time that you could have done it?
If I could still... I mean, I could do it in the morning, but I've done that here lately and nobody watches.
Well, I mean, but your whole thing is gone right now because the people went, oh no, this isn't what I wanted, I'm out. Just like that happened with me. Everything, all the numbers are down. Everywhere.
Well, I mean, my numbers are down, yes, but the numbers that I do have, people are very, very loyal.
No, that's fine.
And I made a statement. I said, I don't care if one person's listening or a million people are listening. I'm still going to release my content, whether people like it or not, or there's not as many people watching. It's not my choice that I can't do the show in the evenings anymore.
No, I know, but and I get that. But honestly, it just from the outside looking in, it appeared you were putting so much into this site stuff, and it was like, but just give us the 50 minutes of the live show. Like that's. But
here's the difference. I don't work on the website at 4 p.m. until I go into work. I do all that in the morning.
I know.
When I get home from work, where I have
but
time
I'm
to do
saying
that.
That's the perception, though. I know that that's.
I
know that's not what you're doing. I get it.
understand that.
It's
but
this
people
is This is like when people got mad at like Metallica when they made Saint Anger or whatever the fuck, and people are just like, no, just give us what the fuck, like, and then they stopped listening. It was the same. It's the same sort of thing. People want like the regular thing, and from my
anger,
I've Saint Anger.
It's literally like having a piece of like steak just dangling from a hook that you can't get to, because if I could return to do my show at 4 p.m., I'm sure everything would pick right back up. But it's something that my lifestyle and my schedule just can't allow anymore.
But then I think it's just like that's what I was sort of expressing, where like I had seen you go from one show and then change into the the wrestling shows that you're doing so well, but then you stopped doing that, and then you started doing something else, and then you finally eventually came to the live show, which was good, and then you stopped that, and then you went to the so I just saw so many things change.
I totally agree with what you're saying. Like,
I was
there's
trying
no
to
disagreement there.
I was trying to punch you in the face or something so that you'd be like, you know what, I get it, because it's so hard, dude. You like if you're not consistent like for 6 months on something, like and if you actually get an audience and you're consistent, you have to keep being that way. And every time you change, it's like you're gonna lose it. And I know that things happen to make it change. That's the problem with doing this part time. It happened to me. Remember, we had to change Monetize This. Monetize This was always on a Wednesday night. We did the Wednesday night show on Monetize This, and my work schedule changed, and we changed it to Friday, and it was.
It kind of stayed that way, right?
And that's the exact same reason why I had to change my live show.
Yeah.
And it's also the reason, like, and the thing with the wrestling podcast, here's the difference, like, and I think Joe's like this too. I don't make a mystery as to why I do things. I'm a very outspoken person. And I told everybody the reason I stopped covering wrestling is because I hated it. Yeah. I don't get paid enough fucking money to watch it and do it and enjoy myself. And I'm not going to do 5 shows a week on wrestling, just like I wouldn't do 5 shows a week on fucking Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I want nothing to do with that because I don't have fun doing it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you on that, but.
And so, for instance, that's a great example for this. I love doing the show I do now where I'm covering more sports and stuff because that's pretty much what my life is. So if 5 people are watching, I don't give a shit because what I'm doing is what I want to do.
But I think my thing was, again, too, like where I felt like maybe, too, that you would, like, it'd be better almost if, like, I don't know, man. I just felt like it would be better if you were still, like, here and we were working here to build this, because I feel like what we would do would gain an audience. Like, when people hear this, we would gain listeners. And I feel like I gain wrestling listeners, and but we can gain listeners much better together, and the way I market stuff and put things out there. And this show was going up and up and up and up. So when you leave that, or we leave Monetize This, that's just not going to do as well until it's good again with people.
And so find a flow, yeah.
So if people aren't getting right now from the conversation me and Joe are having and don't understand, this was clearly a miscommunication on both of our parts, where I was perceiving things differently than the way he was meaning them, and vice versa. And that's why I walked away, because I felt like it was getting to a weird place where sooner or later we're going to start yelling at each other. That's what it is.
I see things, and this isn't me trying to hoard you and like not let you do, like be creative on your own. Like, I'm not trying to say that. But I saw this as, it would be better if you just did what you're doing whenever you can, and we just did it on here.
You brought the idea of merging your Patreon with JB Radio, and everything that I upload goes through your Patreon, and that's not a terrible idea. It wasn't that, but
right, like I would pay, like, so you would get paid probably more than you make now on your thing, but you'd bring it here. And I would push the content the right way. And eventually what you could do, too, is still do your own thing somewhere else and then promote that as well. And that would probably work better.
But here's where I took issue with that, was I was trying to build something from the ground up, and I didn't feel like I was in any position to make people pay to listen to the shows I was putting out, because I hadn't even built an audience yet.
Well, I would have put them uncorrupted on the YouTube channel as well. You know what I mean? And then we would have said, well, here's your, you can do one episode here, and you would do a special on the Patreon or something like that. And
well, it's slowly building. I mean, if you go to our YouTube channel, of course, it looks like that. We're not doing shit. But right now, our downloads on iTunes and Podbean are doing very good, especially through iTunes. And we did just get a sponsor, so like things are slowly kind of picking up. But if they don't pick up, like, big time in like the next like 6 months, I'm going to be forced to do something drastic. That doesn't mean quit. but I'll be forced to change something up, whether it be a merger or some sort of shift. I don't know what it is, but sooner or later, things do have to change.
Well, it's just right now, YouTube is really hard right now. People don't even it's so fucking difficult. I can't even upload on Corrupted for another 2 days from the strike that I have. I have 2 more days I can upload, and I can't go live till October. So it's just, it's so fucked up right now. Patreon is very important, but not only that, but people to know our websites is really important as well, because if YouTube goes down and then they come for Patreon, then you're looking at joecroninshow.net and jbshow.net, and you're looking at our websites and our apps that we create. And the next step was that I've been trying to get an app that we can get, that you can download on a desktop, because obviously Google and iTunes can censor your app. So you need to get an app.
And if you actually read my Patreon, the message is JB Radio is creating, the tagline after is creating content after YouTube dies. That is the whole thing. I'm trying to build something to where YouTube cannot control my content.
But you gotta you have to have a big we gotta get an audience.
You gotta build an audience. Exactly. That's my whole mission.
I am looking at numbers. Your numbers are down. I'm looking at my numbers. My numbers are down. I'm looking at Ken's numbers. Ken's numbers are down. All the numbers are down, and it started when people started doing different things. And it's we can't, if we don't build where we're actually growing, then we're not going to build, it's not going to go up,
But you see, I don't like taking the blunt force that ratings went down the second I wanted to try a different venture.
It's a double-edged sword, man, because you have to venture out and you have to do.
No, it didn't. They didn't. It's just what happened. It's not. I'm not saying anything. You can go look at the numbers. They're out there on social media, Social Blade for yourself. That's just what's happened. Now my patron numbers are gone up, but because this is becoming the number one thing. But everything else on YouTube has declined. My wrestling videos, when I make a wrestling news video now, they used to get 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views each time. Now sometimes they get 1,500. Everything is declining.
Is that
everywhere.
just because the ratings of wrestling?
But you want to know something, Joe? That doesn't make sense.
YouTube suppresses shit too. Yeah.
This is what doesn't make sense to me. Is anytime we ever talked politics on your show or whatever it was, let's be brutally honest here. The JB show, the Daily Show I did, was more or less a very political-based show. I talked politics on that 80% of the time, and then 20% was just random shit. So if my show was as big as anything I've ever personally done on my own, but I talked about the thing that most people never wanted to hear us talk about. So how the fuck does that even make sense?
But everybody listening was already a listener.
Well, I get what JB's saying.
But dude, I gained
politics on here.
But dude, during that time, Joe, I gained 300 fucking subscribers when I did the live show.
But we plugged the hell out of it on the shows, like we did. That's why people were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go over there and sub."
Yeah, but okay. So for instance, if people hear that you're saying that we pushed all 300 of the people I gained, those 300 people were here saying, "Stop talking politics." So you're telling me they went and subbed to me simply because I just was doing a show?
No, some people.
I was talking politics.
30% of the audience. 30% of the audience might not like you, and many of other people's audiences don't like me. It's just what it is. There's 3 of us. Some people are gonna like other people more, whatever.
It had a lot to do with me saying some of the wild shit I did on those shows.
Yeah, when you say some crazy something and then that knocks off somebody. I say something crazy and maybe I try to smooth it over, here's what I really mean, but I'm joking, but here's what I said. Okay, I won't leave. But JB just says fuck it and that's it. Well, someone left. That's okay though, because you're being honest. You're not going to keep that guy anyway. Eventually they're going to leave. You're getting fully honest listeners, which is great. That's not a problem. My problem is creating new listeners is really tough to do. And
True.
If I lose people from listening to me, and then you go off and you aren't gaining enough new people, you're going to lose more people than you gain. And it's like Tommy NC. Look at him. He got 100,000 subscribers. He's got fucking less views than fucking anybody. It's ridiculous. That guy should have at least 3,000 to 5,000 views a video, but he doesn't. He was making dumbass videos here or there that had nothing to do with anything, and people went, "I'm done here." crying about like,
Basically,
hey,
you're
donate
saying
for my
you've
thing.
got the good content and you've got the fucking audience watching it. You don't want to move that content somewhere else.
Yeah, but here's the difference, though, at the same time, though. Like, since I've been doing more sports-oriented shit on my channel, since doing that for 6 straight months of doing it every single day, if you go look at my Twitter feed, it's not just the people that I've got from doing Joe's show.
Yeah.
You look at some of the people on my channel on YouTube now and the followers I have people from like the Boston sports media that follow me. Joe, you can go look at it right now. There are a few people that tweet out the Red Sox facts and stats that are following me because I go crazy on pick and roll shows about the Red Sox.
Yeah. Well,
so I am pulling in a sports crowd.
No, that's good, and that's the thing. Like, I see that, like, because I don't have time. I haven't had time. I would love to bring back a sports show. I don't have time right now to do the sports show. So the fact that you're focused in on sports is really good. And it doesn't mean that you couldn't do that stuff. It just means that I see this as rolling. Like, we were rolling.
You see it more of, instead of me doing something on my own, bringing the sports wing to this network would be the smarter move.
That's kind of what I think, yeah. But it doesn't mean you can't. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean I'm right. I'm just saying
I don't
that's what
disagree
I
with
see.
you. That's actually it does make sense. I totally agree. Having a sports,
And
because
it's
then you have wrestling, then you have sports, then you have other things.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's like,
By
wow,
the way,
he's
did
the
you
guy.
see Garen Austin tweeted me the other day?
Oh my god, dude! Leah was showing me the fucking tweets about the reporter whatever the fuck you said about her.
I had the her name's Garen Austin. She's the sideline reporter for the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah.
She tweeted out some stat about the Red Sox
She's like,
record
"What?"
and stuff, and yeah, I tweeted her. I said, "Hey, no better way to celebrate a World Series than a $200 steak dinner with me." And she tweeted me back and goes, what?" She's like a verified like MLB sideline reporter and shit. And I was like, oh shit! Like,
Yeah.
they do see this stuff.
Oh, they really do too, because those people, to be honest, they don't have a ton of following activity. Like, when you look at it, like, so you can tweet shit to them. It's like they see it.
Oh, and by the way, did you see who else like went into that thread and started talking?
No.
It was John Sciambi from ESPN.
Oh God.
He wrote ha ha ha, like, so like the dude from ESPN got in on this thread.
You should have said you should have called him a, well,
See,
cocksucker.
sometimes I don't want to go after people right out of the gate, but I'm surprised I didn't get taken down from Twitter after what I said to the Hollywood Reporter the other day. I was blowing them up big time.
Hey, you still might. You still might, man.
That's true. If I say the wrong thing, people pull some old tweets.
Oh, dude, if they pulled your tweets, it would be.
Yeah, it's about time for me to do a Twitter light bomb. I've done that before.
Yeah, because
where I just delete all my old tweets. Because do you remember when I got taken down the first time because I kept calling who's the fat chick in WWE?
Nia Jax?
Nia Jax. She posted a picture in her bikini on Twitter, and I posted the GIF file of Team America, the puppet throwing up. And I got fucking destroyed by like a million feminists, and I just kept calling them cunts and all that stuff, and I ended up getting taken down. But
yeah, they're looking for that then. I mean, I got in a fucking shitstorm with some people the other day. They tweeted my video of me in my dining room. They tweeted it to like 2,000 times. And they were like, this loser in his dining room, dirty, smelly, white motherfucker and stuff. It's crazy.
they don't realize, though, that we love that.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I thought I was coming down, though, but I was like, oh, good, they didn't. Well, there's a lot more questions here, so let's blaze through. Bailey, we had a good talk, though, about business live on the fucking thing. See what you get, Johnny Utah?
Great question.
Ed's view, I'm going to save yours for next week, because just remind me next week, because that's so interesting that could be 30 minutes.
Can I see these questions too? Are these public or are these like DMs?
Well, they're on Patreon.
Oh, they're on your Patreon? I think
Yeah.
I see them. Cool. All right, I'm with you.
Blah, 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 blah. Victor says, the three of you thoughts on the long-term relationships. Shits.
We've all had relationships.
And commitment versus fresh-shaved pussy.
Jesus.
Well, I'm going fresh-shaved
Relationship
pussy.
commitment and fresh shaved pussy all at the same time.
That's a no-brainer, I think. Long-term relationships or the commitment versus fresh-shaved pussy. Well, why can't you get the long-term relationship to shave the pussy?
Yeah. Or you can do the other thing where you it gets to grow out, and you get to have a different
Yeah.
feel every day.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
telling you, man. You know.
I don't dwell in the bush.
This episode
No,
of
I didn't say,
Corrupted.
but I said shave and then let it grow out a little every day. You get like a whole different deal going on every day. Great.
I'd let it grow right down sort of the middle area, so that maybe my balls run over it.
Oh, so the pussy has like a little soul patch.
Yeah, I don't know. Every girl every girl I knew always just like took care of everything. It's all gone.
Yeah, I never had an issue.
LeBron James versus Trump debate. I think we kind of talked about that, Giefer.
That'll never happen.
Well, I said earlier that the thing was that, you know, LeBron took the bait because CNN, you know, he built a school for kids, which is a wonderful thing. He's great for that. But then Don Lemon asked him about Trump. It was like, all they used was the Trump clip because that's all they wanted. They didn't care.
Yeah,
that
they don't give a shit about the elementary school.
Like, oh yeah, he built a school. Yeah, cool. Anyway, what if Donald Trump, and then he says something stupid. So now Trump says something stupid, but both of them should have said nothing.
And now Michael Jordan got in on it. Did you see his tweet?
No. What did he say?
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. Keep talking. I'll pull the tweet up though.
Michael was like, I always just shut my mouth and was a good old boy. No, Michael Jordan really stayed out of it, man.
I was a good old boy. I would gamble, and then I would do my stats according to my gamble.
When I built a school, I didn't tell nobody. School of midgets. Nah, but I don't know, man. I just they both should have shut up. I just think it's weird. Like CNN clearly was just looking for the Trump quote so they could go viral with it because they knew that was going to be like, yeah, the school, yeah, that's going to do some news, but. No, let's say something about Trump. They knew that would blow up. That's all they wanted, that disgusting Don Lemon head. Like, he knew what was going on there. Go fucking in tonight. Call out all the BS, says Gamer G. I think we kind of did. Did somewhat of a good job with that.
Call what BS?
I don't know. Just be all BS in general, I guess. Well, I mean, Bailey,
all BS on the fucking movie industry.
I don't know if you know this, Bailey, but I brought my Shame on News channel back, and that's getting some views from people that aren't from this community. So, like, if we could always, I mean, there's so much stuff that me and you can do. I mean, like, me and Jesse are going to do After Dark. I mean, we can do the political stuff and put it up over on Shame on News. That way people that don't want to hear it here don't have to hear it, because I'm sure that half the people listening don't care, and half the people listening don't want to hear it. But the problem is it's so prominent in everything right now that it's like people they want to escape from it. But some people want to go right into it. So that's the market, you know, there. We'll see what to do. But when I'm doing podcasts with you guys, it's like I'm playing basketball with my buddy on a Friday. You know, that's what it's like. So it's not just oh, you know, we're doing this to like get views and popular and get better and to be able to do this for a job. It's not just that. It's like I'm also playing a pickup game with my friend, like, you know, because otherwise, you know, sure, we can text and we don't talk a lot really. We talk mostly here. So
exactly,
just like that guy you play pickup with, you know, maybe you don't talk to him a whole lot, but when you always meet on the court on Friday or whatever. So that's what this is like for me. So when somebody goes away or leaves it, I really miss that. So it's
difficult, yeah.
Yeah, so business-wise,
sure.
It's not good. Personal-wise, it's not good. So it really sucks. Man, I was upset last night, though, over that Monetize This show. I don't know why. I was really angry.
That's funny, because the fucking crowd was happy the whole time.
Really?
The fucking chat was. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see anybody upset at all over it. It was funny.
It was all right.
It's because you had stuff planned, that's all, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I'm the only one that knew what was coming.
You said you were doing it, like, all week and shit, so
yeah.
It's like, oh, man.
All right, so I hate saying this, but the tweet I seen was a parody.
Well, that's probably better. You know, fuck it. Kumar Jenkins says, do a debate on religion. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that'll go well. By the way, real quick, here's what I thought was being said.
It makes no sense. That's it.
Donald J. Trump tweeted out, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do.
Ugh.
I like Mike.
Oh, my
Talking
God.
about Michael Jordan.
Dude, what a... Dude, he's fucked. Dude, LeBron James' answer to, like, the Donald Trump question should have been like, I'm here to talk about the school and like what I do for the community, and
he took the bait.
I'm not here to talk about the president. But no, he took the bait. He gave him the answer, and now dumb Trump fucking has to respond too. So when Trump should have just
Trump has really got to back off with the tweets, like really bad.
He shouldn't have tweeted anything. He should have said, the only thing I have to say is I want to congratulate LeBron James on taking care of the American people and opening a wonderful school, and that's it. That's what Trump should have wrote. If he wrote that, that would have looked really good. Like there's LeBron crapping on him, but Donald Trump says, well, the only thing I'm going to say about LeBron is he's helping Americans, and left it at that. Like, and because that would have been presidential, at this point. Like, what the fuck kind of baby shit?
What the fuck? Yeah.
I mean, it's funny though. That's the good thing is like he's like Alex Jones. Like that's funny. Like that's fucking.
Well, I do like that he
fuck?
didn't do because every other president would have done that.
I know, but
generic response. So it's kind of nice that he didn't do a generic response anyway.
I would have also rather he could have tweeted out, CNN brought on LeBron James, suckered LeBron James. They made it seem like they wanted to talk about his wonderful school that he opened, but instead they just wanted a sound clip of him bashing me. Well, I think he sucks.
Like call out the truth, yeah.
I think he sucks, and I like MJ. That would have been whoa. That would have been pretty cool. But instead he went with the baby tweet. I don't know, but still funny. Still fucking funny.
Still very funny.
Rusty James Stevens says that the guy that stole the plane. Yeah, that guy is a fucking psycho, huh? Stole the plane and killed himself. That fucking plane was worth tons of money. Worth more than that guy's life.
Do you remember the segment on Damage Report where we just read Donald Trump's tweets from the day before?
Oh my God, we should do that again. No question, just want to type something. Thank you, Heistman Defoe, JCS Army for Life. Joey Brash, Minnesota Vikings says, talk about Saley about making Minnesota Vikings a new co-host of the show.
Dude.
Tomko,
oh my
thanks.
God. Do you remember the tweet he sent out after Meryl Streep bashed him at the Oscars or whatever? And he tweeted out, a washed up actress tried to bash me. She's overrated.
Dude, we should make a song with his tweets.
Like the Alex Jones song?
Ugh.
Do you remember when oh shit, drawing a blank on his name. Fucking Luke Skywalker. Help me out here.
Oh, yeah, Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Yeah, I almost said Henry Cavill. Mark Hamill, when he did the because he does the voice for the Joker for the cartoons. Do you remember when he read Donald Trump's tweet doing his Joker voice?
Oh my God, yeah, that was funny. I remember that now, yeah.
Oh my God. For people that haven't heard that, I'm going to play it real quick because it's fucking hilarious. He literally read it word for word and on the Trump tweet. Like he literally read the tweet just in the voice of the Joker.
I got it right here. Hold on.
Mark
Yeah,
Hamill,
play
who
it.
you might recognize
There it
as
is.
thick New Year's tweet.
Happy New Year to all, including to my many enemies, and those who have fought me and lost so badly. They just don't know what to do.
According to Rolling Stone,
Dude, you could read anything in that voice, though. It sound like the Joker there.
Oh, by the way, for those of you who grew up in the 90s, the Batman animated series, the greatest Batman cartoon of all time, if you have Amazon Prime, they have every episode available.
Wow. Amazon, man, it's coming. Dude, there's so much more we want to talk about. I want to talk about to you. But we probably
honestly, we could probably talk for another 5 hours, but I got to get out of here.
We probably should go for your sake. I mean, for my sake, too, but really for your sake, because you're doing a real fucking deal. And my kids are going to be up in a couple hours, but but I have the luxury of making adjustments. Like if I have to stay up, I'll stay up, and then when Leah gets up, I'll then go to sleep. Or I can go to sleep now.
You guys
and then
can go
wake
on
up.
shifts.
Yeah, exactly. I have that luxury, so you don't have that. For your safety, I'm gonna end the show. We went 3 hours.
I like it.
Yeah.
What? I mean, really.
So in the first show back, we did 3 hours. That's chemistry.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Everyone's getting fucking paid, baby. Hey, guys, listen. Thank you guys very much for listening. Whoever listened this long, you guys are beasts for listening this long. And if you're listening wherever, support the show on patreon.com/corruptedpodcast. Become a patron. Listen to the shows here. This is episode 60. There's 30 episodes free on iTunes, and there's 60 downloadable episodes here on Patreon. I'll be tweeting out linking out in Patreon only for the $2 and above patrons the Dropbox, so you can download all 60 episodes of Corrupted instantly to your computer or whichever ones you want to choose from, whatever the fuck, There it is. Obviously, JB's still doing his channel, man. He still uploads videos every day on his channel. If you haven't been over to his YouTube channel in a while, check it out. He's got a lot of good sports shit. It's different. jbradio.com. And Jesse is offering his one-on-one services. So if you guys, somebody needs to talk to somebody.
Those are by donation only now, so you give what you can.
And it's whatever
no more charge anymore. So.
Whatever you can afford?
Yep.
All right, so whatever you can afford.
I'm changing up the formula. Got a lot of shit happening.
So whatever, whatever. You feel like you can give Jesse $5 to talk to him for half an hour, it's $5. You feel like it was great, you give him $50. Whatever you can do. There you go. Jesse, hit him up on Twitter at JesseJJCS. Jesse, right?
JesseJJCS, yep.
JesseJJCS on Twitter. I think I plugged it right. Okay, bam. Next week, I don't know what's going to happen. It's either going to be an all-star lineup or it's going to be close to one. And thank you guys for listening. And we will see you on episode 61 next week.
This is Corrupted. This is Corrupted. The Corrupted Podcast.
All right, the recording is done, and we're still live on YouTube for the patrons.
Okay.
That was fun.
No, that was great.
Hey, Bailey, you still here? Bailey's fucking... He's like, I'm out of here. Fucking fuck this.
He just fucking took off.
What the fuck?
Wow. Well, he probably didn't know you were gonna stay on YouTube. I don't know.
His thing might have died, but I mean that would be weird timing.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
Bailey just fucking, I'm out of here. I just fucking
later.
Holy shit! I texted him though. I just said well, I said laugh out loud. You just left. I was gonna kiss you.
No, that was good though. And I was checking out the chat. They really enjoyed the whole thing.
That, I hope so. For 3 hours, it was pretty good. Sail away.
There was no like dead spots. It just kept flowing the entire way. So
yeah,
it was good.
That's a show, man.
Yeah,
that I enjoyed. All right, guys, listen. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everybody who became a patron or upped their patron tonight. A lot of people did. God damn. It'll be a big show next week.
Yeah.
This audio may be up in 2 parts, just FYI. Because it was a long show. Maybe a 2-parter. Because Patreon doesn't let you upload in one whole thing. But the Dropbox will have the entire thing. All right, man. Good night. Jesse, man, I'll hang up on you too, man. Good night, Jesse. I love you, man. And
I love you too, man.
All right, I'll see you.
Good night, everybody.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, cool.
Corrupted Podcast.